show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness.
What up, Nine?
That's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, man, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, it's an earthquake rumble. I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Let's go. What up, 9? Commander, the Minister, the General of Defense is in the building. Stop playing with me. What up, man? That's my 9. Dee. What up, though, Dee? Appreciate you, sir. Skort Mama. What up, though, Mama 9? Appreciate you. Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, my 33 brother. What up, though? What up, 9? Who else we got in the building? And y'all chitting. My brother Bronze, what up, though? Appreciate you. I couldn't get to the top. Y'all chitting. But yeah, we're gonna talk about and the 9 we trust. Let's talk about the 9. You know, I want to talk about the numerology aspect of the 9, right? What does numerology say about the 9? Shout out to Tay Eats. She broke all these down on her channel. You can definitely go over there. She broke down a life path, but we just go talk about the energy in the 9, right? And you'll see why I call our collective the 9, because we embody a lot of these aspects, and not only with our actions, but with our intentions also. So yeah, but check this out. I got a new drop. Y'all want to see it now? If y'all want to see the new drop, put a 1 in the chat. Gary seen it already, but I got a new drop. And you know I get inspired when people come over here and do things that inspire me to make videos. So I was combing through a video. Shout out to Blackout. You know, I'm doing something new. The top donor of the month, I'm gonna make them a special video. You know, so when they do donate, they have their own little special video. Kind of sort of how I did, you know, with my last membership. When people join a certain tier, you know, the top donors, they go get their own. They deserve it, you know, because they're over there helping us building and creating. So definitely. But we ain't get no 1s in the chat. Y'all don't want to see the new drop. Okay, we don't got to see the new drop. Let's talk about the 9 and why the 9 is so significant, right? And it is the open panel. I did drop the link. So if you want to come up and we can rap about it, we can definitely do that. The link is pinned if you want to come up. But let me share my screen real quick. 1. Oh, there we go. There go the 1s. So let me hit this off real quick, and then we premiere the new bit petty, but you know I'm petty God. So the energy of the 9 represents completion, but not finality. I didn't even know that was a word. Think of it more, and I can't see this because it's white screen. It's a cycle sense. It's about the ending of one cycle and the potential it creates for another cycle to begin. The 9 in numerology acts like an usher in a process of transition or transforming. guiding and empowering us with wisdom. It absorbs answers from a spiritual source that then delivers them to us in the real world. Hold on 1 second. That's the way. Hello? All right. Let me grab the baby a bottle real quick. And while y'all wait for that, check out the new drop, the new Drizzle.
He blank out.
No, is
Oh,
a lot of these topics can be tied up in words. So, what's a deadbeat parent?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, so that's one thing. But then you can also say, so wait a second. So does that mean anyone can become a foster parent or whatever? You know, whole bunch of stuff you can try to put it in there, right? But
that sounds dumb. Who created that?
so what kind of parent are you talking about?
Every time you open up your mouth, you give away your ignorance.
You know, is this blood relation parent, or is this
any parent. If you take on the responsibility of a parent, it can be a foster parent, it can be a step parent, any parent, you know.
No, that's very, and it gets very confusing at that point because
with all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
if you're not going to distinguish, then you're inviting a whole bunch of other things that can come into play to the children, really, to the children. But go ahead.
Oh, hell no. No, I'm not touching that.
The pettiness was activated. Yeah, so that's the new drop. I don't know what to put these under. What kind of file? Because it's not unscrupulous, right? They're not being unscrupulous. They just, that sounds dumb. That's the best way I can explain it. But yeah, back to the number 9. I don't even know how to get back to the number 9. Okay. So yeah, so we the spiritual source that delivers them to the real world, right? This number is a humanitarian at heart. It is compassionate, kind, and intent on putting efforts toward creating the greatest good. The number 9 in numerology has gone through fair share of hardships and is wiser, stronger, and more aware as a result. These first-hand experiences make it especially understanding of others who are struggling and willing to provide valuable support. So when we say, you know, even taking on the moniker of the 9, a lot of this is similar to what I practice with geomancy. And that's just how numbers are equated to the earth. You know, it's some deep shit. But anyway, so even when I was creating the 9%, I took a lot of this into consideration, especially the compassionate, the humanitarian, the wiser. It's just like, even if you look at our collection of people, like we out to service one another and service other people. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help. We're here to bridge gaps, to clear things up, you know, to help people develop into their greater self, just like we're in the process of doing ourselves. So is one for all and all for one, you know, in the 9. And that's one of the aspects that, you know, I consider when creating the 9% in general. And even the people coming in, you know, everyone in there embodies these traits, right? That's why it's so significant. So it's not only the symbolism or not only the symbolism of the number 9 that we represent, but we manifest the aspects of it. So shout out to the 9, man. Shout out to the nine. Shout out to everybody who support the nine. Y'all know how I feel. If you a nine supporter, you a nine. A nine is a nine. What Gary say? Do it for the nine. I can't find the cursor, that's why I can't get back to screen. There you go. Oh my God, that white screen. Missing Mob, what up though? Appreciate you. So yeah, that's what we doing over here. You know, we do it in different ways. We all got our own different styles. We got different techniques. We got different beliefs, you know. But what we come together and to do is to improve self, you know, and we share, you know, and we inspire one another. We motivate one another. Like I said, it's cool to build a community, but over here we building a tribe, you know, just like-minded, like-hearted people who come together trying to do something special. That's all we doing. You know, hold up 9 fingers, not gang related. Right, throw them 9s up. But nah, so I thought it was unique, you know, talking about, you know, how and that's just one aspect, you know, and that's associated numerology to the concept of the 9. Like I said, we got 33 flavors over here, and Brother Gary go hit on another aspect. I don't even want to touch it, but I think he said he gonna do a live tomorrow. You doing that live tomorrow? So make sure y'all linked up to his channel and put the notification bell on, because he gonna give you another aspect of the 9. Is that my mic or is that my? Oh, can y'all still hear me? Yeah. So make sure y'all linked up with Gary, because he gonna drop some more science on the 9. I don't even want to touch that aspect, but you know, just like any number in numerology, all these numbers carry frequencies, you know, and it's just potential. Like when we talk about life path, you know, I'm gonna just give you my understanding through practicing, right? It's just the potential. You know, I'm a life path 33. They call the 33s the master teachers. You know, I can look back in my life and see what I was more drawn to, what came easy to me, and it was even when I was put in a leadership role, I was put there because of how good of a teacher I was. Even amongst my peers, I was like translator. Like in school, like the teacher would be able to, you know, the teacher spit the course or the lesson, right? And then some of the kids didn't understand. I can translate it for them, make it understandable. I can make it make sense, you know. So I always been good at that, you know, helping others understand things. So I just see the potential, you know. Just because you have the life path number don't mean, it just means you have the potential. It don't mean you are this or you are that. Just like the zodiac sign, you know, people be like, I'm this, I'm that. Like, okay, you accept that. That's why you that. Just because you accept it. You're saying something, you related to it, and you accept it. But the reality is, it's just potential. Like any zodiac sign can have traits of other zodiac signs. Any. That's when they start saying, well, that's your moon, that's your sun, that's your equator, whatever you say. That's when they start incorporating all that into it. This is bugging me, bro. I gotta make sure my mic is working. Give me 1 second. Mic check. Yeah, okay, it's moving. Yeah, that was just bugging me. Oh, we ain't even look at the strengths of the 9. Let's check out some of the strengths. Awakening. Through life experiences, the number 9 in numerology has learned the value of magnitude of its inner wisdom. It is now in the position to awaken others to their own higher self, leading by example. The 9 shows how to handle hardships with grace and understanding, inspiring others to do the same. And like, as I'm reading these, think about this. Do any of these associate to you, or are you attracted to any of these concepts of what the 9 represents? If it is, you might be a 9 and just don't know it. Tolerate. Wow. Well, some other numbers are strictly focused on black and white. The number 9 sees the infinite shades of gray between. It does not draw a line between any races, religions, or ways of life. It gives space and respect to everybody. A healthy lack of judgment and biasness allows the nine to see everyone as valuable and worthy of its support. Commander, that's definitely you. And, that's what the nine represent. That's what I always tell people, man. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you practice. I don't care about none of that. As long as you're a good-hearted person trying to do right by yourself and trying to do right by others, I can rock out with you. I don't do the hate. I don't hate nobody. I look at everyone as an individual. I don't do the grouping thing. I don't do none of that. And the nine, we don't do that. Supportive, soft-hearted of the number nine attracts many souls looking for support, Commander, regardless of what is going through itself. It knows its duty to help others in their way. It is aware of how the world works and knows what it takes to get through it. Challenging times, making a valuable source of advice, comfort, and healing for others. Wow. Y'all want to go through the weaknesses? This is Gary. Sacrificing, suffering, resentfulness. That's me. That's me. That's definitely me. But yeah, these are some of the traits of the nine: kind, wise, experienced, spiritual, sacrificial, compassionate, accepting, humanitarian, aware. And that's a lot of what we represent and we personify in the nine. That's what we push. I'm not even gonna say push. That's what we pour. We pour it out. We won't push nothing. Missing Mob, what up though? Did I greet you? I apologize if I didn't. So, Commander, what did you think? Did you like the new drop? Did you like the new drop? Or did you like the older one? This one.
You see, that's one thing I told myself, right? See? If I got a son, right, and he's at a certain age where he wanna be in the street, you see, I have no choice but to be there with him.
Oh, that sounds dumb. Who created that?
You see, that's the difference between me and a lot of people. You see, certain people, certain parents, they will say, okay, he don't want to listen, he's on his own. You see, me, he don't want to listen. You see, now I gotta be here with him.
That's a parent giving up.
Yes, but me, I won't give up. Now I gotta be here with him in the street. Now,
What the hell is even that?
I gotta make sure I protect him. So he's after, I revealed to him, so I showed him so many times that he should listen. He's going to listen. It's not the fact that I should beat him down. I should try to do whatever the case may be that's going to make him listen. Because that didn't do that to me. For me.
Yeah, man. When you come up on this panel and you say something crazy, I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna highlight it because I want you to hear it over and over and over. Because sometimes people don't get it till they hear themselves saying it. So, yeah, when you hear yourself out loud, sometimes it makes you think like, okay, maybe that's not the brightest idea. So, yeah, we might hold an award at the end of the year, the most ridiculous things said on Words panel. So if y'all see any nominees, clip it and send it to me. And we'll make it do what it do. But yeah, so like even the traits of the nine, that's what we that's our intent, man. That's what we personify. The kindness, the humbleness. You scared to come up now? Oh no, I got you in sound bite. You ain't said nothing crazy like that, bro. Man, when old boy was talking, I'm like, bro, what the hell is even that? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Man, nah. But yeah. So, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Even making them clips, man. It ain't out of malice or nothing. I'm just having fun, man. We just go have fun. We have fun too, you know. Ain't no point in living life if you ain't having fun. You know, that's what life is. It's enjoying the experiences. And if you ain't doing that, you ain't living, man. So you gotta find ways to smile when you want to cry. Oh, Squirt, I got you too. Hold on, Squirt. Don't think I ain't get you. I got you long time ago, Squirt. You want to see how I got you? Where's that at? Is it this one?
Hold up. Nate, you invested, you get my Social Security.
I want your money, lady.
It's gonna be.
I love Nate. I love Nate. Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, we gonna have some sex.
What? Let me just say this. You don't want no smoke with this young ass Scorpion King.
Don't stop the party. Don't stop the rave. Can't feel my body, but don't stop the rave. Don't stop the party. Don't stop the rave. Can't feel my body, but don't stop the rave.
Oh, I don't think you want none of this smoke.
I don't think so.
The Lord. The Lord. The Lord. The Lord.
Okay.
I got you too, Squirt. Who else I got? I got Gary. I gotta put it in the montage. I got clips of Gary. I ain't got Gary consecutively saying something crazy. No, I ain't got him consecutively. But Mr. Busted Down Brown, what up though? Squirt go kill me.
Well, yeah, what in the world is you got going on here, man? What's going on?
The Squirt go kill me. We have me rocking out. We're talking about the 9 rocking out, having fun, man. We chilling. We chilling.
Oh, that's what that was? Okay.
Put the peanut butter.
What?
I was ringing. I was ringing. I was reading Commander's. She said, "Bring the peanut butter. Put the peanut butter. Bring the peanut butter out."
Oh my God, you starting early.
Oh man, I'm just chilling. I told y'all, man, y'all ain't give me nothing to talk about. So I told y'all I was gonna talk about it now. Y'all know it only take me like 5-10 minutes to say what I need to say. And then after that,
no, that was different. I just think that personifies all of, well, I'm not gonna say all, the majority of us, right? If you really sit back and think about all of that, the relentlessness, the pros and the cons, that's each and every one of us, right? You know, we sacrifice. Well, that word don't sacrifice, he invests, right? But you know, just think about it. Yeah, word don't sacrifice, he invests, right? So just think about how much time and effort, right, it takes for us to come up with a topic and then have these conversations, right? Nobody really worries about if the participation is going to happen, because a lot of the times, well, I'll speak for me. A lot of the time for me it's just, you know, I need to let this out because something or someone had inspired it. Right, wrong, or different. That's what triggers me to have a conversation of a magnitude, however it is, low or high, right? I'm just that type of person. So, you know, it's all about, you know, the completion of a thing. The 9 also represents the war. You know, you have to, but even with the war, a war needs to be completed in order to end. You see what I'm saying? And that's another significance of the 9. The 9, once everything it comes to an end, you got to understand where you go from there, right? If you got a problem, the completion of the problem is the solution. That's another thing I got from what Word is trying to put out here, which makes it easier to work together instead of working against one another. So, for me, this was a very unique scenario. I'll touch on it some more on a different aspect. But I just agree. I just think that a lot of us have it. A lot of us just don't know how to personify it, because a lot of us don't even know that exists in each and every one of us.
Yeah, you gotta Scorp. I love you. I love you, Scorp. I just had to show you I had it. I had to show you I had it. But I got everybody clipped. It's all love. I'm going to have to pay them now. It only come out on special occasion. Only special occasion. It very rarely comes out, Scorp. Don't worry about it. It's funny, man. Scorp. Everybody love you, man. We laugh at that. Black man. Commander, you got a whole song over here. Don't play.
You better stop, Commander. You know it's coming. Don't get him started.
Hey, I'm gonna play it before the end of the night. I ain't gonna hit you with too much at once. Oh yeah, we definitely. I done found the beat and I don't get struck for it no more. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing. Man, donkey punching and going over the border and stuff like that. What can Donkey punching people over the border, like what's going on over there? Yeah, she was lit that night, man. We had fun that night. Man, that wasn't even that wasn't even a bad part. I didn't even clip the bad part of it. That was just the funny part. Man, it was I was like, she violated. I think I made a community post like, yeah, y'all better hurry up, come here, Scorp violating. Like this shit was funny as hell. He ain't know what to say, man. Oh man. That joint was funny. Perp was on the panel cracking up, man. She was cracking up. That's when we used to just kick back and relax and just talk shit. I get up here, I have a whole subject, have a title and everything. And then I hit the panel and then we just start talking. Forget the whole show.
Disappears. Disappears. Somebody come up. What you want to talk about? Like, we're supposed to be on topic, but But that's the uniqueness of the show. That's the uniqueness of the Word, right? He'll have a conversation, and then we'll drift off somewhere. We'll try to bring it back, but by that time it's peanut butter petty time, and then hey, sky's the limit.
Hey, I get the first 10, 15 minutes in now. I did get better. It's some progress. Okay, I progress over the years. I say what I need to say, and then after that, I'll just be like, okay, let's rock out. So the people clicking in for the title of the show, they catch it in the first 10, 15 minutes. They're going to turn it off anyway. After that, it's for the people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If I need to clip it or cut it up, I can do that. Because I didn't say everything in the first couple minutes. So, I did progress in that. Scorp, you ain't got to pay me for that. You ain't got to pay me not to play it. If you don't want me to play it, I won't play it. You ain't got to worry about it. I ain't about that. You pay me for that.
Shout out to Mr. Mod. Mr. Mod, she be having some very interesting conversations over there. And then, some of her panelists, they just be all over the place. But she does a pretty good job of allowing them to have that conversation. If it drifts off too far, she'll shut it down real quick, and then like, all right, but I'm gonna let you back up. I'm gonna let you continue, but don't go too far to the right. I'm gonna have to reel you back in again.
She was having a conversation the other day I forgot what it was about, but it was good though. It's slipping my mind right now. Damn, what was that on the panel talking about?
Y'all go ahead and sub up to her. Her link is already in the chat. Just go check her out. I think y'all understand what she be talking about, and you may add some flavor to the conversation over there.
What was she talking about the other day? It slipped my mind. Phone book. Yeah. That was like, damn, I wanted to hit the panel with the kid. Kids is bouncing off the wall, man. My kid's crazy, bro. That's that Middle Eastern blood in them, bro. That Middle Eastern blood, bro. They be boom, 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 bouncing off walls, running into, bro. Even I got bifolding doors, bro. My son like running from wall to wall, went through the damn door. I'm like, God damn. Little bowling ball. Bond. James Bond. What up, Bond?
007, what up, though? That's what I'm gonna call him. 007. Shaking, not stirred.
Yeah, but when I was putting the 9 together, man, I was just thinking, I was thinking about a lot of different concepts, and it was just something, I just didn't want a name. I wanted it to mean something. And then the more I looked into it, the more, it just solidified. Because I almost called this the 8%. 9 sound cooler though. And then it just, come hang out. It's been a minute.
That would have been a unique. That would have been so unique though. I would have loved to hear how you would thought about that.
The 8%.
I think I talk about that 8 all the time. I don't think people understand what I be trying to tell them.
Yeah, the 8 is like an infinity, so it represents the 8 is the cycle, but it represents the positive and negative aspect too. So the 8 is a significant number also. I mean, all the numbers have a significance to it, but the higher the number, the more closer I guess you get to divinity, to the divine. So 7, 8, 9 are very heavenly numbers. Nothing cooler than 9. No, it's not. I'm telling you. Only thing cooler than 9 is the 33. That's the only thing cooler than 9.
Wow. That's another topic for another day, because I promise y'all be like, yeah, y'all making that testimony up. But I'm just telling y'all, if you understood that, shout out to
7, 8,
Tano,
9.
Yeah, you can do 7, 8, 9.
Mr. Models a nut. He said, why is 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. Every number has its uniqueness, but like I said, this is the year. I don't think everybody really understand. This is the year of the 9. I believe I did. I think I did a live the very first day talking about the year of the 9. Right? You have to understand that the completion, the wars, and all of these things, it has to occur, and for most of us, it's happening within us. Right? So we understand that war. A word would say is a jihad, but I'm gonna say, the war that's going on inside of us, the change, the changing or the improvement, however you want to perceive it, it must exist as especially as we get older, right? We're now becoming examples. So once you understand you becoming an example, you have to shift yourself into that situation of being an example. I don't want to be an example of somebody that just going off as a loose cannon. I want people to say, well, that he's an example of, you know, having calmness even when it's chaotic. He has calmness. He know how to stay in himself even when everything outside of him is not looking the way he is acting. So, but in order for that to occur, you must understand, you must complete the changing of yourself, and it starts within you and not out of you.
And I was just thinking about that because I'm helping my nephews, you know, with their YouTube channels. And since I was young, like 23, 24, I started looking at my sisters like, damn, you know, I want them. They didn't have a good example from their father of what a man should be. So I took on that responsibility, you know, like I got to tighten up, you know, because they watching me, you know, and they go end up getting with dudes that's similar to me, you know, because that's the example they got of what a man is. So I had to lean into that. And now that I got kids, it's like I double down on it, you know. My nephews, you know, they watching my YouTube channel. So, you know, they ain't gonna see nothing that they don't see in real life. You know, I'm super goofy. You know, I enjoy life. I really enjoy life. You know, no matter how much pain I'm in or my difficult, man, I find ways and reasons to enjoy life, man. And you know, just being that example, you know, showing them that, you know, you can go through adversity and overcome it and become better. You know, you can become greater. You know, use adversity as opportunity. You know, I can't just say it. You know, they watching me, so I got to show it too. And it just amazed me because, like I was saying the other day, I was watching and like I said, man, we human, man. We come on here, we have fun. That's one thing, but like it's some older gentlemen and they just cussing and threatening each other. I'm like, bruh, I'm supposed to be looking up to y'all. I don't do stuff like that online. And we don't have enough examples, not only for the kids, but even for the adults, man. Like I'm only 40. I should be looking up to people that's like 50, 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to look up to them for an example. You know, I can't even do that. I got to show these motherfuckers. Like I got to teach them. You know, it's like I got to civilize people older than me, and that's crazy. But that's where we at in society today. You know, ain't nothing wrong with having fun with life, but at some point you got to understand there's people watching. You know, and they watching because they seeking understanding and guidance sometimes. You know. So.
Yeah, you know.
Have I been chased by a bull? Don't tell them about
I was gonna hold that for tomorrow, but you know, I was sitting here just thinking about it, right? The more adversity that you go through, the more diverse you become in your life. You see what I mean? I know it sounds the same, you know, but I really sat back and think about it. Just imagine the more adversity you go through, the stronger you become, which means you are more diverse to handle different situations than the person that don't go through anything. And everybody going through something right now, but that's what the nine, that number is anyway. It's through adversity you gain your victories. It's through the adversity you become stronger. But if you don't go through nothing, you still that weak and missing link. Not a missing mind, but a missing link. And you know, when you the missing link, you're not accounted for. So just sit back and think about that for a second.
Man, I don't know where the hell y'all going getting chased by bulls, but I'm straight. That's why I don't be going down south and on the west coast. Y'all got too many wild insects and animals, and the earth be moving. I'm straight, bro. I'm gonna stay in Michigan. I didn't travel the world. I'm good. Seeing what it has to offer. But
Are we sure that's not across the pond? That's across the pond. I know the running of the bulls is in Spain. I don't know if they do that over here. I haven't heard
I'm
about
in
it.
Florida. He was bothering the bull. Hey, Missing Mod, I got a guy who punched the bull. I'm
Oh
gonna just hide
Lord.
behind Craig. I'm gonna hide behind Craig, man. Man, I seen like man, he put his hands in the camera one day. I'm looking like, man, if he slapped somebody, bro, they going to God instantly. Like his hands big as hell. Like, bro, nah, man, you pull them things I'll talk about want to fight. I'm pulling out 357. Stop playing with me. Man, it was like if he thump you, it'll feel like somebody punching you, bro. That's how big his fingers is. Like, bro. And he was like, I punched the bull. I'm like, I bet you that bull pissed on himself too. Like your big ass hand. Yeah, juggernaut hands, man. That's my boy though. Shout out to Craig, man. I only talk about people when I like them. I only fuck with
I
them when I
don't know
like
about that one, but okay.
them. Yeah, Craig, my boy, man. That's my boy. That much distance to run. Bond running with the Bulls. You crazy, bro. You crazy, man. But yeah, bro. You know what?
That's some courage things. That's some courage
You,
right there.
yeah, man. I'm straight. I am a bull, so I guess people that ran from me before. But Taurus gang, bang bang, Taurus gang. But yeah, that's like looking back at my life and the adversity I faced, that's when I became creative, bro. So like when you said adversity creates diversity, that's when I stepped outside that box, man. When I had to figure things out and my way wasn't the right way. So I had to find it. And a lot of times that makes you become more creative, more and I mean even push you to your limits, make you go over limits. You thought you couldn't go no more, and then you realize you just got to go a little bit more to get over that hump, and you do it. Now you have a new limit. Now you got something else to go break. That's how I always looked at adversity. Gives me opportunity. So even when I speak to people about adversity, I always associate it with opportunity to learn, opportunity to grow, but mainly to see how far you came and how much further you have to go. That's what happens when I face adversity.
I don't think people really understand how important that situation goes, though. I really don't. Commander, go to HR. You commander, just sit in your office tomorrow. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
Do you know what they do to them bulls, man? They cut the tendon on the leg so it can't turn. They put them bulls at a disadvantage, even when they be doing that bullfighting, bro. They cut the leg so the bull can't like turn and maneuver. Because if it could, bro, you getting gored. Man, people
Oh
be
my
doing some crazy shit, bro. I'm straight, man. Y'all human beings. That's why I say I'm not associated with no race, not even a human race. I am a divine being having a human experience, and I get to watch all y'all crazy motherfuckers crash out. People putting their head in alligator mouths and shit like that, swimming with stingrays, this big ass buck. Like, come on now, man. Why we fucking with these wild ass animals? Like, I'm straight. I'm gonna go hunt a lion. Like, who the fuck hunts lions? Man, that shit sound crazy, man. Let's just go fishing. Let's go shoot some ducks or something. Shit, you want to fuck with lions and bears? I'm straight. No, we're going to shark fishing. What the fuck you mean shark fishing? You don't fish for no shark. You fish for like little things that you can pick up. Like not no damn shark. They pinch the ball. Nah, man, I'm straight. See, that's what I'm saying. They be mistreating them animals, man. I was so disappointed when I learned about horse racing, how they had to give the horses Lasix after the race because if they don't, it'll retain its piss and croak over and die, become septic. And shit. So I'm like, damn, bro. All that for a horse race. They had these little midget man riding on the back of horses, damn near killing the horses. Like, y'all. Like who thought of that? Let's have some little people ride horses and call it a sport. Like that shit crazy, bro. Like this is what humans do when they bored, bro. They start doing shit like that and creating.
From transportation to a sporting event. That's crazy.
Man, I'm telling you, humans get bored and do Cockfighting. Who the hell thought to fight some roosters, bro? That shit sound weird. Like you just wake up one day, hey, let's fight some cocks. Like, nah, bro. What is wrong with you? I'm bored, man. That's why humans always need something to do. Because if you let people think too much, they gonna think of some crazy shit, man. Next thing you know, they're gonna be fighting rocks. Like, how you gonna fight some damn rocks? Let me show you. Like, nah, bro. I don't want to fight rocks.
They're gonna skip it. They're gonna skip it across the water and see if it knocks each other out. I don't know. These people be doing some weird stuff instead of working, like especially today's day, right? Instead of them working on themselves, they find the goofiest things to escape from reality, and that's not even helping nobody.
Bro, think about this, man. Back in the day, in ancient Rome, the politicians was getting heat from the peasants and the normal people paying taxes, right? They getting heat. So they said, look, man, we need to distract these motherfuckers. Let's take a lion, put him in a ring with a human, and see what happens. They do the shit, and motherfuckers start cheering and screaming and forget about the high ass taxes. So they say, look, we're gonna do this shit annually. We just go get a bunch of humans and put them in a ring with some wild ass animals and tell them to fight. Oh, now we're gonna have them fight each other. We're gonna have these super big motherfuckers fighting these little motherfuckers with spears and sticks and shit. Like, bro, like who thinks of shit like that? Like the gladiator game. Like, how's that a sport, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Lions chewing people arms off and people cheering. Like, y'all some sick bastards, man. Y'all humans, man. Oh man. This is why the 9 is here, to save you all from yourself. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. Not.
That's
That was what animal. Cat Williams.
Cruelty to animals. I'm glad Peter wasn't around back then.
Yeah, they did that to Christians. Yeah. They did it to a whole bunch of different Christians, Muslims. You know, that's when the Romans were still under the Greek pantheon.
Everybody's been touched by that cruelness of servitude and all of that. So everybody has that experience.
Shit, I don't. Unless we're talking about a past life, I want to never know damn
past
shit.
life. We
know
you ain't.
I ain't even did the jail thing. I'm straight. I told my mama, like, man, if they send me to jail for one day, I'll see you when I get to heaven, because they ain't gonna let me out. They're gonna have to lock me up like Hannibal. I'm being there biting people and everything. I ain't playing with you. They gonna lock my ass up on a dolly with a mask in a cell for 24 hours a day. Like, they gonna be like, this motherfucker, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go ape shit. I'm gonna walk up to the biggest motherfucker, just jump on him and start biting his neck. They're gonna be like, it's a vampire. Like, yeah, I'm crazy, motherfucker. Y'all better leave me alone. Put my ass in solitary.
Not solitary. Yeah, you probably would do well in solitary. You probably over there, you be playing with letters and making words up by yourself. I'm gonna make that a word.
You put me in solitary confinement, I'll be levitating, bro. I've been up just meditating every day. I levitate right out the jail. I'll be bending bars and everything.
I can see you right now. That's my new word for the day. Elemental peace. Like, that's not I can see you. Oh Lord, don't go. No, listen, man. We gonna free you anyway. We ain't letting you go to jail. The guard's gonna tell you, yo, just hey, just walk out the gate, please. Just go. Don't listen. Don't look back.
I'll be walking
Just
around
go.
that bitch like red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. What was that on Don't Be a Menace?
Mm-hmm. It's like I said, it's just different, man. But that's why we have to, stop dealing with things like, classism and racism, and understand that we all are on the same boat. It's the minority 1% against the rest of us. I don't know why we ain't take this over yet, but it's understandable. We're too individualized. We have to complete the circle of uniting and coming together for the common goal. The problem is common ain't even common anymore. If common sense don't exist, how we gonna have common goals?
You know what? We gotta stop dealing with shit like this.
He blank out.
No, is
Oh,
a lot of these topics can be tied up in words. So, what's a deadbeat parent?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, so that's one thing. But then you can also say, so wait a second. So does that mean anyone can become a foster parent or whatever? Whole bunch of stuff you can try to put it in there, right? But
that sounds dumb. Who created that?
so what kind of parent are you talking about?
Every time you open up your mouth, you give away your ignorance.
Is this blood relation parent, or is this
any parent? If you take on the responsibility of a parent, it can be a foster parent, it can be a step parent, any parent.
No, that's very, and it gets very confusing at that point because.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
If you're not going to distinguish, then you're inviting a whole bunch of other things that can come into play to the children, really, to the children. But go ahead.
Oh, hell no. No, I'm not touching that.
Oh hell no! Nah. That's what we gotta stop doing, bro. We gotta stop fucking with shit like that. Oh man.
Yeah, that was the bond. That's who it was.
The one and only. The one and only. I hope things get better, Bond. I don't know what's going on, bro, but I hope you get better.
Yeah.
Man.
That's from the entire. That's from the nine community, the 9 affiliates. Like I'm different, right? I'll explain how I'm different. I know every time I go live, I always offer myself. Like, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. And a lot of the times that don't really, it doesn't register, or people don't want to take that offering hand, that olive branch. You guys don't have to do anything by yourselves. That's why, at the end of the day, you have to build yourself a decent surrounding, at least one person that you can confide in, one person that you can, vent to, because we already know mental health is a real thing. And as much as we hold things in, sooner or later, it's going to blow our brains out, right? Not in the manner of, exploding or being shot. It's just going to trigger us to just lose everything, lose our focus on life, our thought process of sanity and normalcy. And it's going to take us to a place that nobody wants to go to. So if you do need that assistance, whoever it is, whether it's Bond or anybody in the chat, please find somebody have that conversation with, because at the end of the day, we don't want nobody to be harmed, and we definitely don't want nobody to be felt like they're isolated and alone.
I had to pick with you. I think I'm clipped that. I'm offering myself. So that's all I heard. I'm just playing.
You should be familiar with it. I say it all the time.
Mm-hmm. I got to pick with you. Oh,
mm-hmm. Oh my God. You know what? That's why I go. That's why I go with Mrs. Maya, because he is too much. He said, "Is that one word, or you got to spread it up? Spread us."
Yeah, separate. Definitely got to separate.
Oh my God, she's too much.
If you don't, I can't promise you. Let me be quiet.
Ugh. Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I'm just saying, man, people, that's what I'm saying. Like this app, if y'all didn't catch the show yesterday, we was talking about how people monetize their ignorance. And this app, boy, I'm talking about like people, I don't know, man. These look, man, I'm happy I'm in America. The UK people, they too shout out to the UK people. But yeah, some of them dudes, bro, they be too comfortable talking about things that ain't too masculine. Nah. They be too comfortable saying nah, bro, I'm good. I'm straight, literally. I'm straight. I be like, they just freely saying things like, nah, bro, you don't say that to another man. That ain't cool. It's a violation, bro.
You would think that English is a universal language, but sometimes it's hard to tell. It's like English causes more confusion than any other language sometimes.
No, I ain't talking about the language barrier. I'm talking about how they feel comfortable, like talking about. I don't know, but I'm not even into it. Like dudes with dudes and shit like that. They just be having full blown conversations. So if you caught a guy doing this to a guy, would you, bro? Who the fuck thinking about shit like that? One thing about y'all need guns over there. That's what y'all need. We be talking about guns before you start talking about a dude with a dude, bro. I'm straight. Like, we can talk about hunting, fishing. There's a lot of shit. We can talk about working on cars. Yeah, let's talk about astrology or something. I want to talk about dudes on dudes. Like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, man. I just need to, I don't know, bro. I just need to stop watching shit. Like, man, I swear, man. Look, if you into like psychology, social media is like a fucking smorgasbord, right? It's like going to Madagascar. You see all these wild ass animals that you don't see in other places. And not only are they wild animals, they're unique because, Madagascar right there by the equator. So the snakes are more poisonous. The other animals are bigger than normal, So that's how this app is, man. When you look at like behavior, you be saying some unicorns and shit. Like, damn, these damn things exist for real. You read a psychology book, you'll never see some of them personalities until you come on fucking YouTube. Then you see all that shit. Like, damn, this shit really exists. It's like finding Bigfoot. Oh, where the heck you watching this word? Nah, man. Man, look. Okay. I went to Mr. Bean's channel today, and as soon as I clicked on, there's like 3 dudes on there talking about. I had to click off.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Bean.
Oh my God.
That's what I call him now. Until his facial hair grow back, I'm calling him Mr. Bean. I don't care what nobody says. He like Mr. Bean. It's either Mr. Bean or Spiegel. One of them. I think Mr. Bean is nicer.
Oh, yo, I really thought you was talking about me. I just figured out who you was talking about.
Yeah, till his facial hair grow back.
Hopefully he's been doing well.
Yeah, he over there kicking it. He probably still alive right now. He over there kicking it. I ain't heard him talk about God in 3 days, so I think he in religion rehab.
Missing Mom might have straightened him out a little bit.
I unsubscribe. Man. Then, man, these people on this app is ruthless, man. These people are ruthless. Some of the stuff I seen on here, man, I'll be like, damn. That's all you can say is damn.
I just don't understand. I don't be understanding what are people getting out of this. I mean, are we turning this into the new entertainment sticks? You know, are we just, you know what I mean? Like, are we just sideshow Bobs, or what are we doing over here? Well, not we, but I'm talking about people in general.
Man, hold on, bro? Did y'all see that? Man, look, let me find it. I don't even want to ask y'all if y'all seen it. I just want to show y'all. Let me go to TikTok. Ticking and talking and talking and ticking. I don't know what the hell I just did.
Commander, you really unsubscribe?
Oh, bro. But as soon as I turn on, bro, what the fuck? I don't want to hear this. Bro, as soon as I turn on TikTok, they showed a lady milking a horse. Like, what the fuck is going on? Bro, that's why I don't be clicking on these crazy ass sites, man.
She said, "Oh yeah, I'll play with him."
Okay, man, I know y'all seen this shit. I just want to know y'all opinions before I say anything. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I just want to know y'all opinion. I'm bringing this to the people.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
What? Oh.
Don't mess up that makeup, gather. Wait, let him fall on the floor. Let him fall. Let him fall on the floor. Oh, poor baby. Oh. Hold on. Get it off. Yes. Look up. Oh, Mello's crying. He didn't know his pop was going to be there. He's crying. This is monumental. I know. Oh. All right, come on. I need pictures. Excuse me. I love the candidness. Let him know. Let him.
Um, damn, I almost exit out the damn studio. So, first, let me ask the co-host on the panel, what are your thoughts on that? Gary? Mm. I come back to our left for 1 second, and we. So what's y'all opinion on that? Where is glutton for punishment? Gary crying too. Hey, Gary had to go on mute because he crying. That was heart touching, Gary. Oh man. So man. Bruh. I always said, I'm always love my kid, but sometimes you gotta set boundaries. Man, ain't no way in hell I would have did that. No way in hell. And then you hear the women, man. That dude looked so defeated, and like, he can't have no balls, bro. You can't have no balls, bro. Like I mean, you can love your kid, but something unless if it's I'm speaking for me. Not even saying that. I'm not even gonna criticize that man. He do whatever he need to do, but me personally, ain't no way in hell I would have did that. Ain't no way in hell. I'm straight. No. I'm not even taking my kids to no prom. And on top of that, if my son wanted, hell no, bro. But he probably felt like he had to go to protect them. I don't know. He probably felt like he had to go to protect them. I don't know. I don't know the circumstances. I don't know the situation. I just know I ain't doing it. I ain't no way in hell I'm doing it. And then all the social media.
More information. I need more information. There's something wrong.
And the women, bro, you hear how the women reacting? Oh, yeah. Nah, bro. All this shit is learned behavior, bro.
Yeah, this is not a father son dance. This ain't none of that. So I need.
And you dip in your head I didn't even know women do that, not to mess their makeup when they cry. Until I seen that, like, that's what they do. Like that, he had that shit down pat. Wasn't messing up his makeup. Like, bro, you look like what's his name? Irvin Johnson's son, Magic Johnson's son.
Oh my God.
That's how Prince would have looked if he was gay. That's what Prince would have wore if he was actually gay. Yeah, man. That's where we at, bro. That's where we at.
I ain't bleached my eyes, Commander. I heard all that too.
And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't care what people do, but this is why you have to control your kids' social media, because they can learn behavior from other people. And you raise your kids the way you want to raise them, but you got to protect them too. Like I was telling Melanie that day, my culture, I don't care what science say. I don't care what society say. I got a whole culture, that I was raised with and I'm raising my kids with. So that don't fall in line with my belief system. But if it fall in line with other people's belief system, that's cool. But this is why you have to monitor your kids. You know, I ain't saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I wouldn't have did that. You know, that wouldn't have been me. But like I said, he could have. You know, father probably felt like shit. I got to protect my kid, so I know. Look, he gonna do this anyway. So best be there to protect. You know, I don't know. You never know the circumstances, but
I need to ask this question. I really
Mr.
do.
Maya want to take prom, Gary.
Huh?
I'm clipping that. Huh?
I'll be honored.
It's
But
demasculating.
here's the real question. See, I like that. I like when she said that, right? Do we think, or do you think that believing gives people the option to make these mistakes, or you? Am I asking this question right? I think I'm asking it right. Do you think that believing gives the people the option to make
Stop,
these
stop being
errors?
Stop being politically correct and just say it. Say it the way you want to say it.
I did, because it's
Believe
not
me.
even about it's not even about this topic. It's just in general. I'm just talking about believing in itself. The word belief, right? You believe you can God made the mistake. I'm not supposed to be a man, I'm supposed to be a girl, or vice versa. I believe that because God told me to do this, I can go over there and take advantage of certain people. I'm asking, do
Bro,
you
I
think
swear, you
that
see all there is to see on TikTok, man.
I know we've all seen this video of this
No,
dad
I
taking his son to
don't.
prom, and we can all agree the dad didn't crack one smile.
I don't believe.
Between you people, don't talk to me that way.
Don't talk to me that way.
Don't talk to me that way.
Oh shit! I gotta clip that. Don't talk to me that. Oh shit! What up, though, sis? What up, though? Hey, yeah, this is a kickback show. I explained it now at the beginning. So this time of the show we call it peanut butter petty time. So I'm gonna probably be up here harassing Gary. So don't mind me. We just having fun right now. But like so, like even like when we talk about like belief, right? Even when you look at the concept of the word, is you accepting something, and a lot of times you accept it with lack of information, and accepting something with lack of information, a lot of times you get it wrong. So I think, as you mature, you learn to acquire the proper information before you make decisions. Like we had that conversation, the difference between decisions and choices. The more mature you become, you begin to make more decisions and less choices. So, yeah, man, like yeah, yeah, but I mean, you live with your decisions or the choices you make. You got to live with those. The important thing is to learn from it, because if you don't, you put yourself in them cycles. That's all these cycles are, is learned behavior. You go through it so many times, you just start accepting it. Right? Like, okay, this is just life. My mom went through it, my dad went through it, my grandma went through it. So it's just my turn. People accept those ideologies versus saying, like, okay, if I just don't make the same mistakes they made, then I can break this generational curse. Well, I can break this cycle. That's all it really is, man, is learned behavior.
Yeah, that just sounds like it just gives them the excuse to follow whatever, follow that normal thinking, or follow that trend, or follow. I just think that believing gives them that excuse to do that. Because if you what do they say? If you know right, you would do right, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know, we believe the opposite for me is of knowing is to believe, because you're gonna have doubts and make excuses, and I'll settle for less, or whatever the case may be. I just think that believing gives the people the excuse to do things like this, to let me settle for less, or let me do that type of shenanigans. It I just think that's just the cop out when you believe, because if you really wanted to know, you would do more things to further to elevate that belief into a knowing.
And that's what, having having those conversations with. That's what I was trying to explain. That's what I always try to explain to people. Like, for me, believing is laziness. Like, that is just lazy, because you begin to accept things without acquiring the information to know. Once you acquire the information, you go to a state of knowing. You can never get to that wisdom aspect unless you know and practice over time. That's how you get wisdom. So just being stuck at belief, that's laziness. I only use belief. I use belief, like, say, for example, like, belief to me is like a hypothesis, right? It's something for me to figure out. Okay, I understand, I'm aware of this now. It's time to research and gather more information and figure out if it's right or wrong for me, you know. But people they just get stuck in that state of belief and just start accepting things, just like, even when we talk about religion, a lot of times that's what I always tell people: practice it. That's where you get to learn the lessons from. If I'm talking to someone, right, and they talking to me about God and they giving me the example of God from a book, then it ain't nothing for us to talk about. You don't know God. Your God experience is third person at best. Why is that? Because people don't practice. They never develop that relationship with the divine or the higher power, whatever you want to call it. They never put the work in to actually get close to it. They just accept because they say all you have to do is believe. Like, bro. Sheep get herded, bro. And that's what happens. Sheep get herded, man. And that's what believing do. It turns you into a sheep. It's just best to know. You just got to put more work in, man.
I mean, that, like I said, that video right there, like, I don't have enough information, right? I just know that if you experience a thing, right, it leads to it leads to you elevating that thought process, right? So, if somebody says, like, I'm gonna use your example, they know God. If you know God, you don't believe in it, you know it, right? So it's like, I don't listen, God is real. Like, people who say, I believe God. No, when you know God, God is real. I don't believe nothing, I know it, right? So when you stuck on that belief state, that means you ain't did enough for the work to do to further your belief. And then until you do that, it's just gonna be where you at.
Oh, I just seen the message in the back chat. Did you see the Victoria's Secret model? No, I didn't see that. That's dope, though. My cousin got Down syndrome, and she got her LPN license. She was going for a nursing license, and her mama got sick. But man, I'm telling you, the will within people. That's like even with my condition, right? I don't make no excuses. I've seen people in wheelchair do backflips of skating ramps. I've seen people with no legs put them little bouncy things on and go tink 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 tink, be running faster than anybody else. So, like, when I see people who have disabilities and they overcome the disability, that inspired me. So, like, me losing majority of my eyesight, that's why I say it don't bother me. But I've been pushing through things since I was a kid, so But yeah, that'd be amazing watching people succeed like that. Lady with Down syndrome is Victoria's Secret model. That's dope. Step was supported. The relationship is pretty distant, but he loves his child. And see, that's that's the dilemma too. That people got to deal with. if their kids do, because before I had kids, man, I was like, hell no. But after having my son, man, I looked at him and I said, hey, look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying it's right. I am not saying it's right. But I'm telling you, this is just how I am. If my kid unalive somebody, I'm hiding them. That's just me. I'm a ride or die for mine. That's just me. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah, but
I just
but
say that.
but that's the difference, though. The question, your favorite word. Why are you hiding them? You see what I mean? There's a reason why you would do that,
I
right?
ain't
Like,
letting my kid get locked up by no animal. If I can do anything to prevent that, if he wrong or right, bro. I ain't one of them parents. I'm turning my son. Nah, bro.
but
Bro. It's some set it off type
but
shit, bro. That's how I'm going
that's
out with my babies, man. Right or wrong. That's how my mama was with me, man. Right or wrong, man.
but
My mama pulled out
you
pistols and everything. Like, get off my son. So no,
but
man.
you
That's
remember
just how we bred, bro.
we had I think we had it with God as the unconditional or conditional love situation.
Mm-hmm.
See, these are the things that allows you to understand that there is no condition that you won't not love your child.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of
No,
people may believe that that's the only way that's the only unconditional love that you'll have is with a child. That's another topic, but that just goes to show you, like, that love and protection that a parent will do and go through for their child is there's no limit to it, because they understand that's a reflection of themselves. I can't allow myself to be harmed. I can't allow myself to go through any drama or situation to where it may be harmful. So if that was the reasoning for that situation, then that's understandable. Will people applaud it? No. But haters are gonna hate regardless. They'll find an excuse to hate that situation one way or another. I just didn't know what the situation was. But after here reading the comments, Asha was saying, and I'm like, yeah, but that's where the unconditional love comes in at. But everybody don't think that that's a reality, unconditional love. So that would be another conversation for another day.
Yeah, it's I don't, bro. There's some things I would do. I wouldn't disown my kids if they, no matter what. I wouldn't disown them. I wouldn't agree and I wouldn't participate in certain things. But when it comes to life and death and freedom, nah, it's ride or die. We hiding bodies and everything, bro. Stoic, my brother, appreciate you, appreciate you. Hold on, brother. Hold on, we're gonna shake some backs. Hold on, we'll shake some backs. Finish your work soon. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, and I'm not saying it's right, bro. My wife was like, "Nah, if he commit a crime, I'm turning him in." I'm like, "Well, man, I'm gonna be out, like, hiding bodies and everything, bro. We gonna be out. We gonna be in the desert somewhere, down in the Grand Canyon, chilling with the original Egyptian statues. Bro. We gonna be chilling,
Oh
bro.
Lord, y'all got a
I'm
bunker
telling you,
somewhere.
beat me up,
Y'all got a
Scotty.
bunker
We going
somewhere.
home. We getting out of here, bro. We out. Yeah. But I mean, that's just me, and everybody different, man, and that's why I just be interested in hearing how people perceive life, and I don't have to agree to accept, that's for them, I don't. It's just so weird to me, man. Like people, it feel like because I like this or I like that, now we gang banging. Like, I be chilling with Buddhists, Christians, Muslims. I be chilling with everybody, man. and I be learning their stuff. I be teaching them my stuff. And we just be open to learning and understanding. But like on this app, bro, these people weird, man. Oh, you don't believe in this? Then we beefing. Like, bro, I don't even know you, man. I don't eat red meat no more, unless it's lamb. So no, we ain't beefing, bro. Like that's just how I be, man.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about this thing. You know how I feel. You can't, when you're grown, you can't grow. So if you can't grow, how are you learning anything? How are you becoming diverse, right? You ain't even you gonna be sitting still in whatever train of thought that you have already. So that's why I'm trying to tell people, like, an open mind it's a beautiful thing. You shouldn't feel ashamed if your mind is open. You shouldn't feel ashamed if you learn it from a Buddhist, or you learn it from a Muslim or a Christian, right? Because if all, like I tell people this all the time, if all of religions is based on love, isn't that a Christ-like attribute? But because they so stuck on religion, they don't grasp the grander thing, because they're only stuck on that grownness of their religion. So until they open their mind, they're gonna be in the wilderness. They're not gonna be able to exit from their train of thought.
And just studying all the like different religions, that's when I came to the conclusion, like, bro, all this is the same thing, just told from a different perspective. That's all it is. It's just different philosophies. And even when you look through history, you'll understand why these people thought this way and why these people thought that way, because it was the conditions, the situations they were in at the time, and they utilized things like spirituality and religion to help them understand the circumstances they were in, like suffering. Like one of the greatest quotes I ever heard in life is by Bruce Lee. He said, "Be like water, so simple but so powerful." Water takes in what it needs and pushes out what it don't. That's what you have to be. Be shapeless, be formless. And then when you are put into a container, you just fill the container. You take the shape of the container. So that one simple concept, it got so many different profound aspects to it,
Yeah, they
and,
do.
yeah, and like just practicing martial arts, like I equated it to that at first, and you understand the movements, but like I said, things translate to other aspects of your life. So even the philosophies and lessons I learned in martial arts, I applied them to real life. And when I begin to see how they associate, like even like Commander's Blind wanted to know how to deal with different personalities like narcissism and stuff like that. A lot of times just dealing with people, especially like with negative energy, is sometimes you have to practice like a keto. You have to let them run themselves into a wall. You just slip out the way. You let them use their momentum, their anger, their frustration, and just move out the way. A lot of times when people mad at you and just going hellfire and brimstone, it ain't even you, bro. It's them. There's something happening. Like the only thing that can come out of you is what's in you. So a lot of times when people just blow up at you, be a small thing, and they turn into a major thing, that's because they're dealing with something internally, and you are just an object that they can release upon. So a lot of times you just move out the way. Because getting into that altercation, you in a lose-lose situation. So why even allow that? That's like in the Bible, what they say. Jesus said, "Don't throw your pearls in with the swine." Why is that?
Yeah, you get trampled.
Not only trampled, but you putting something valuable.
You
With
it
something,
loses its value.
yeah. And that's what you do when you deal with certain type of energies and people. You devalue yourself by even dealing with this person. Like it's like I know people be saying I sound like an ass. My wife, you know, she be like, "You an asshole." Like, no, but I'm telling the truth. Like, it's levels to everything, and some people you just not on my level. So I'm not about to stoop down to your level to deal with you. Nah, you unscrupulous as hell. I'm straight. You are indecorous to my well being. I'm good. Nah, pick her up.
So you pretty much saying you would rather people rise to your occasion, or you know, you the occasion, people got to rise to you type of situation.
Why not? I mean, if they energy higher than mine, then that give me something to inspire for. But if my energy higher than yours, why should I come down to you? I be doing you a disjustice. I don't believe in participation trophies in life. Like, I had it hard just like everybody else had it hard, you know. So I mean, what you gonna do about it? You go quit because it's hard, or you just go work harder? You know, I decided to work harder, so those are the type of people I need around me. So if that's not you, that's fine. There's no shade or nothing like that. I just don't fuck with people like that, bro. I don't fuck with people who don't have a desire or will to live life, to be better in life, to do great things in life. If you mediocre, then you mediocre. I'm not bothering you. Don't bother me. That's just how I feel, bro. Like, that's how I feel, man. It's some basic
I hear
people, and that's fine. You know, we need basic people in life. You know, so but that's not me. So why should I accept anything less than what I'm putting out?
But do we can we agree there's a lot of basic people because that's all they know?
And yeah, I can agree with that. And I'm gonna be an example of how you can not be basic. That's all I can do for them, bro. I'm being real, man. That's all I can do, man. I can be the example. Look, man, when you start dealing with basic, bro, it's one or two things will happen. Either you go influence or be influenced, right? Either you go influence or be influenced. And if I'm around a bunch of basic people, bro, they go drain my energy and I'm gonna become basic. I'm straight. I done did that before. Did it all before.
Wow. Does that no? I'm being for real though. Does that really happen? That the higher energy gets taken by the lower energy?
If osmosis occur, you know how osmosis work? Whatever covers the most surface level becomes dominant. So if it's less or greater, osmosis will
Okay.
occur, and the greater takes the lesser. So if it's just me around a bunch of basic people, eventually I'm gonna be basic. But if it's me around a couple basic people, I can possibly elevate them.
You can handle the 2-on-1, but you can't handle the 9 or 10-on-1, the lesions.
And
Gotcha.
just think about, but think about this too. Just say if you're around a bunch of basic people, what is motivating you, inspiring you, or even challenging you to become greater? Nothing. You will stay where you at.
I don't know. I look at that differently. I do.
Go spar somebody, right? Go spar for a whole year, some basic ass people, and then get in there with a champion and tell me what happened. You only get better through adversity. You only get stronger through adversity. Things only grow through adverse conditions. Everything in life, that's just the natural rule of life. Without adversity, there's no growth. So if you're never challenged, you're never going to grow. You never have a reason to grow if you're not challenged. Like, people only evolve, things only evolve because it is necessary. The condition,
Then
if you don't evolve, you will die. That's when shit start evolving.
okay. Mm, I'll agree to disagree with that. The only reason why I say that is because if I go by your logic, right? If I go by the logic of better you, right? I gotta be better than you in order for you to elevate. If you elevate, how can I elevate? Because you elevate.
No, but see, even by my logic, a better you is a better us. We constantly challenging one another to become better.
But that means that person got to be on equal ground.
Not necessarily.
So
Not
how does it work
necessarily
if
because you can advance above me. I can be teaching you, and you can take it to the next level, and that's going to inspire me to take it another level, and then you
right?
take it another level. So it become like a ladder effect.
I understand. That's why I'm saying. That's why I don't agree with that, because if I'm gonna go back to your analogy now. If I spar with some lesser people and then they elevate enough to become good enough to defeat me in the sparring ring, I now have to elevate myself because you elevated. So now it turns into, does it turn into a competition? Maybe so, but I have to elevate myself because you have become my equal. And if I don't want to be an equal to you, I want to be greater. I have to elevate because you have become better through me.
But see, the key component in everything that we're saying is desire. And that's the thing that's lacking in mediocrity or basic people. They have no desire to be better. They want to stay the same. So we're actually talking about elevation. You see what I'm saying? So if you're around a bunch of people who ain't even trying to get better, if they're not trying to get better, they just following you. You know what I'm saying? You would never have the challenge because they never get better.
I got you. That's a general. That's we're generalizing, but I got it.
Yeah, it's like mediocrity is just you're literally settling.
Right.
Like people settle. Basic settle from it. Have no potential. Things with potential, that shows room, for it to grow. So that's why I always say, if I see somebody trying, I'm always willing to help. But if I don't see a person trying, just laying there, not trying to get up, man, she ain't pulling me down with you. I'm straight.
Right. That's just if the person shows the potential. That if the person knows they have the potential. Got you. All right. Got you. That's what but that could be a fault of a 33, right? Because you can see the potential and you want to pull it out of them, and then you get caught up in. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so you see the potential, but do they? That's what happened to a lot of women. Like a lot of women, like I got a lot of female friends, and they always fall for that. I see the potential. Okay, you see it, but do they see it? If you can see anything in someone, if they don't see it in themselves, then it ain't gonna never come out.
Yeah, and if they don't know how to pull it, and if they don't know how to show them, then how are you going to elevate if you don't know how to show them their better version of themselves, because they don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I said, yeah.
But see, that's why I said it's best to be an example, because you can tell somebody something until their ears bleed, or you can just show them. And a lot of times when you show people, that's why people can resonate. Like, I came from the hood, now look where I'm at. I'm not bragging, I'm showing you it can be done. Now, if I can do it, now it's a possibility. But if I just keep living my life and never tell my story, then I might miss some people who needed to hear that to understand or have the awareness that it's something attainable. A lot of times people just don't know.
So how do you how do you know if that person is reachable?
I look for desire, as a person. You can tell because people willing to listen, people willing to try things. You see it in people. You see it in the consistency and the effort they put into things. So it's I look at action. You know what they doing. I don't really care what people say. You know, I listen to it. Words are just there to form expectation, and I don't put expectations on people unless I know what they're capable of. So, you know, yeah, it's cool when people say this or that, but it's more what tells more of the story is what people do. You know, I can sit here and say I'm understanding, I'm compassionate, I'm humble, but every opportunity I have to display these, I don't take them. Am I really that?
Good point.
You know, am I
Good
really
point,
that?
but
Or,
even a better
or
question.
or if I only do those things when people paying attention, am I really that? Or if I do those things and it look like it's hard for me to do, am I really that? That's why I say consistency, effort is important too.
Yeah, I
Consistency and effort.
I totally agree with that. I know I made a live about how if your inconsistencies is your consistency, and you stuck in the mud for a long period of time because you ain't got that momentum to even get out of that sinkhole or that 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 ball in that ball on the ankle in the water scenario. So yeah, I understand. I listen. These are why these conversations need to be had, and I hope people listening is understanding what the concept is behind the conversation. But it still revolves around the nine. I just want everybody to know that because you have to complete these things in order for it to resonate in the first place.
And anybody that got y'all phone up loud, I will advise y'all to turn it down for a second because I gotta push this button. I ain't pushed it in a while. And since we're having fun tonight, I'm go push my button. So check this out. Let me give y'all the sauce alert real quick. So Commander asked the other day, how can you tell things, right? So this is a cheat code into understanding people's actions, right? Cheat code. And I just said it. I done said it time and time again, but now I'm telling y'all, this is how you interpret people's actions, right? There's things you look for. Consistency is one. And how is this innate? Does this person do this without thinking? You know, this is how you tell if it's natural, like if a person is acting, or if this is just how this person is. So it's consistency, and then also look at the effort. You know, does it look forced? Is this person forcing themselves to do this, or is this person doing this again without thinking, unconsciously? You know, that's what behavior is. It's natural reactions or actions. That's what we do naturally. So if someone says, like, if you meeting someone and they present themselves some way, oh, I'm respectful, you know, I'm old fashioned. Does he hold your door open? Does he make sure he on the inside, you're on the inside of him when y'all walking down the street? Is he pull your chair out? Is this consistent? Does it look effort? Because people will put on a show, right? But but when people are acting, that's just what they're doing. They're acting. So you will see the consistency of the effort change. You just have to have patience and observe people. Now, really look for those the little signs are really the biggest one. So consistency, effort. Look for those things when you're observing people. It'll come out naturally. Is it
Now,
something that they have to like even hype themselves up? You know, if it comes natural to a person, they ain't gonna explain it too many times. They just go do it. They will show you with actions, not words. My bad. Go ahead.
no, I was about to ask you because we talk about natural and nature and things like that. Do you do you think people know that they could they can change their nature or their natural, like
No.
their naturality?
No.
That's a word.
No.
If I made that word up, I'm making it up. But that's the question.
No. I don't think most people know. I mean, even like some psychology books, or I'm not gonna say books, but there's some psychologists that say the nature of a person is innate, and you can't change your nature. Then there's some psychologists that say you can. I know you can, because nature is just what you do naturally, and naturally, what's that defined as behavior? What behavior is just your habits. So if you take it back down to the core, you change your habit, you change the behavior is consistent, you create your new nature. That's all. It's not hard.
No, I agree with that. I just, like I said, I just think because people just associate that with the outside nature. They don't understand that the inner nature can be changed because you have the power and the possession to do it, right? You can't control everything outside, but you can control everything in. And I just think that when people finally grasp and realize that, they ain't got to worry about, well, I can't go vegan. Yes, you can if that's what you want to do. That'll be your new natural thing. You know what I mean? That'll be your new behavior, as you just said. But until people have that grasp of inner will to understand what's inside of them and understand that they're the storehouse and everything that they need is inside of them, they'll never know.
And man, I should have wrote it down. You said something I wanted to touch on it, and I kept listening and forgot it that quick. But I'm rewinding you in my head right now. I don't feel like doing it online. So, like, even when you looking at like a person's nature, right? It is learned behavior. That's all it really truly is. Everything is learned behavior. Like I said, some people have more potential to do some things than other things, but listening from Oregon, what up, though? Still slip your punches. What up, though? Appreciate you. Hold on, Stoic. I'm trying to find the cursor. Yeah. Appreciate you listening from Oregon. Shout out to you. Hey, if you got a channel, let my mods know. We'll put your link in the chat. We always put
Rudy,
people.
we ain't forget about you, Rudy. Welcome in.
I ain't say what up to Rudy.
Nah, we was slowing.
Hey, what's up, yo?
What up, though?
What up, though?
Yo. Just got off work. Finally get to kick my feet up.
That's what's up.
How
you been? We ain't see you in a couple of days. You good?
No, yeah, I've been keeping it together, doing my thing, and I think you guys needed the rest from the internet, I believe.
No.
I took a couple days.
My 33 brother needed a break. I was with Mr. 33, and he just Big Nine over there wanted a weekend for himself, and he deserved it. So, but he came back. He came back like a raging inferno.
I was just having fun, bro. I enjoy life, man. I enjoy life. That's all.
Yeah, you need to find time. Yeah, you need to find time for yourself. Hey.
Yeah, it was my anniversary is next Monday, and my wife got to work this weekend, so we just took the weekend off and went and slipped away. It had some us time.
Some us time. That's nice. Great.
And we just had some. We got small kids, so we don't get a lot of that. Got to
Yeah.
sleep in. Didn't have no baby crawling over my head, bro. My daughter, bro, it's like she think my head is like a stool or something, bro. She just like sitting like she'd lay like half her body on my head and stretch out across my body. Like, man, you weird, bro.
Hey, maybe the best times though.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts because she getting bigger. She ain't gonna be able to do it for long.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I am so mad that I can't. Y'all rock out for a minute. I gotta go back and listen to what he said because I wanted to hit on. It was a point.
I can't.
I kind of know what it. I kind of know what you said. It's just
Yeah, take your time. Get that story. What you got? What you got on your mind?
What I got online, a lot actually, but
What's going
you
on?
know, the key word is consistency, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, consistency is hard work, you know? And
Right.
sometimes you just want to crash. Sometimes you just want to crash out. Hey,
I don't. I don't want to say crash out. I mean, it depends on what your consistent where you going with your consistency, right? Like, for example, if you are consistently working to save money, you're not going to crash out about that. You're just going to strive until you get to the finish line. One of my favorite sayings is that the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but to those who endure, right? So if you understand that you have to endure a thing, crashing out is not an option, right? You endure those situations. You endure those days that your feet hurt and you've been standing up for 24 hours straight, or you ain't getting no sleep, but 2 hours of sleep per night. Because at the end of the day, that finish line is the reward, and you striving for that reward. So I just think that people that crash out, they crashing out because they don't have that their patience run dry or it runs away. So your job as you being consistent is to build your patience up, because if you have the patience, you can get to that finish line. So I just think that people that crash out, they just lose the patience of a thing.
I want to hit on 2 points real quick. I remember what I was about to say now, Gary. So when you were saying that you change the inside, but you can't change the outside, and I think what changed my whole perspective of life is when I changed the way I thought. What changed is the way I perceive the outside thing. So it's really about how we look at things. But the way we look at things is the way we think about things, and the way we think about things relate back to how we feel about it. So I had to go through that course, change the way I feel, to change the way I think, to change the way I see things. So that's why I say I look at adversity as opportunity. So even going back to what Stoic said, relating that to what Stoic was talking about crashing out. A lot of times people crash out, like you said, they don't have patience. But not only do they not have patience, but they don't have nothing that's bigger than a problem. When you when you have things bigger than your problem, bro, you don't even think about crashing out. Ain't even an option. Like I got my
right.
family and kids. Crashing out ain't an option. I got to be more strategic. Even when I get upset, I got to think. Because one wrong move, bro, I can be taken away from my duty as protector and provider, and that's on me. That's my job to protect and provide, but I got to be there to do so. So, um,
Yeah, you're the characteristic of that master number. So I'm going to relate to the number 9, and people who are number 9 are very mental, and their mind can crash out so easily. they have all the patience. But going back to you, Gary, with patience, can you procrastinate?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because if you have the patience, the only time you need your patience is to calm yourself. Procrastination is
Right.
not calming.
Is patience waiting?
Is patient what?
Is patience waiting?
You said waiting?
Yeah, to wait. To wait, yeah. So is patience about waiting?
In this conversation, it's more of patience as in enduring.
Oh shit.
Not waiting, but enduring. Right? Because if you wait long enough, you giving ground to stagnation. It's like an idle mind is a double playground. In the physical form, if you wait long enough, stagnation can kick in. So, but in this case, the patience is about the enduring part of a situation, right? Like somebody keep getting on your nerve. Now, if you endure it enough, you won't punch them in their face. You see what I'm saying? But if you wait long enough, you could lose. You can become stagnant and become yourself and just wild out. Or as we were saying earlier, crashing out. You see what I'm saying? We have to understand that that word patience has more than one meaning. You know what I'm saying? If we just stick with that one meaning, then yeah, we're gonna lose out on the significance of patience.
Right. See, ever since maybe the last 2 weeks, even the week before when Nine had his break, I've had a lot of good opportunities come my way just through practicing my attitude towards everything. And I've been getting a lot of confirmation instead of validation, right? And I lost my patience with this coworker. I think she's kind of on the spectrum. And I told her to go home just because I lost my patience. And I sent her home 2 hours earlier than needs be. And then I got my patience back. And is that a good thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't,
because everybody's not capable of well, let me not say not capable. Everybody's capable of having a bad day. That's a part of life. It just so happened that you ran out of patience because you probably was having a bad day at that particular time. So you caught yourself before you did or said something to damage the situation, whether it the association at work or however you want to, your coworker, however you want to look at it. You caught yourself. You had the patience to endure yourself just a little bit longer before you would crash out, and you sent her home. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying we have to understand that word patient has more than one meaning. If we just look at it one way, we forget the significance of the rest of the meaning of patient. So you actually did a wonderful thing for yourself and her and the workplace. Because obviously, even if you go ahead, word.
Oh no, go ahead. We finished. I thought you were done. Go ahead, my bad.
No,
I just
what I
want
was
to
going
share
to say.
something with him.
No, what I was going to say was even if you knew if you feel she's on the spectrum, right? You understand that your patience has to endure a little bit more, right? That's not a regular person. You know, they may not be understanding as everybody else, but that day you didn't have it. So you saved her, you saved the work, because she's probably a good worker other than that, right? So you saved her, you saved the workforce, and you saved the work area, and then you saved yourself because you didn't want to crash out. Then you would have been in a situation, then you would have been written up and so on and so forth. So yeah, you did what you needed to do.
Yeah.
Don't look down upon that.
Yeah, thank you. I don't like go nine.
I want to share something with you real quick. So it's a evaluation of decision process, right? That I do. First, you have to accept this. Everything comes with something, right? So every positive has a negative, and every negative has a positive. So when you make a decision like that, not only look at the pros and cons, but look at the potential it has in the future, right? So like, let me ask you this question. After what Gary just told you and the way you look at the situation, do you think that's the solution? The action you took today, do you think that's a solution for the problem? Like when you lose your patience with that employee?
The rest of the staff members congratulated me because she was causing extra work, right? I don't like looking like I crashed out, right? I hold myself together in these types of situations, and the best way, the first thing that came to mind was send her home, right? I didn't care about being short-staffed because working hard is not a problem for me, but mentally working hard can be, right? So I can't have that staff member mentally affecting me, and I don't like to show it. So I don't know. I sent her home. Everyone else was like, "Yes, please send her home," even though we one short staff, but we got through it, right? And I may I may get the people management asking me why I did it, and I'm gonna say it how it is. You know what I mean?
No, I
Yeah, I
definitely
understood
did
you.
that. Yeah, I definitely did that. Now I was just that's just how I evaluate decisions now, because not only do our decisions have an immediate impact, but it has lasting impact or future impact, if you will. So a lot of times, the older I got, I not only thought about the immediate impact, but the impact it has, later down the road. How would it affect, like you just said, management will come there, so you kind of work that out already. But like eventually, you have to seek a solution, because just sending her home, that's a temporary fix. And, it's good for all the staff, but her check 2 hours short now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Her check. She left 2 hours earlier, but I told her to write down full time, so she
okay.
didn't lose anything.
Oh, that's cool.
She
That's
didn't lose
cool.
nothing.
Oh, you just nice. You just being a
I was
blessing.
nice,
But
hey.
let me ask you this question. How many other co-workers said, well, not in this exact wording, you better than me because I would have did something else.
Yep. All of them did. Um, they can tell her off, right? I work with women, so that's my problem. And
Don't say that too loud, commander down there.
Be nice, Commander.
Be nice, please,
Women the
Commander.
problem, commander. It's the women.
Hey, but these girls will say, "What are you doing? You should know that by now. You've been working for 20 years. You should know that by now." I don't have the heart to say that. Actually, I don't, because it comes across as mean, and I don't like being mean at the get-go. But I could see her face struggling, right? And my first thought was send her home. She's not doing well, right? And yeah, all the other staff members applauded me, basically, right? But management would be on my ass, but I really don't care about that, because the same management that is on my ass is promoting me even higher. They're sending me to Queensland, uh, uh, to a hotel, accommodation paid and whatnot for a conference. So I've already got the recognition, basically. But when I say I crashed out, I feel like how do I say? I feel like I did not perform how I should perform. But everyone else was like, yeah, you did good, you did good. But with me, I'm like, oh, fuck, did I do good? I don't know.
Do you feel like you came out of your character, how you naturally are, or how you naturally want to be perceived?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Commander.
wouldn't. I mean, what you did wasn't really a crash out, bro. You know, crash out if you'd have been like, "Oh, you stupid, B, go home, don't come back." If you'd have fired her,
Yeah.
that would have been a crash out. No, that wasn't a
Yeah,
crash out. You just
you
made
put on a brake. You put the
yeah,
brakes on. You ain't
that's
crash out.
yeah. What
Right.
I call that an executive decision. That's what I call that. You just made an
Right.
executive decision, bro.
Hey, word.
Yeah.
I'm. I've been practicing, and I've been aiming for the finish line. I've been looking at that top of the hill, and I can see the top, but I'm still at the bottom, which is okay. And there's very good prospects coming my way, and I'm kind of having fun with it too. You know what I mean? And
That's,
just
that's
getting
what it's about
confirmation
right
from
there.
other people. Sorry, word.
Well, no. I was just saying that's what it's about right there, having fun with it. That remember we was talking about the frequency. You can see it, you can have it all lined up, but if you don't like, that's like uh belief, right? This is the biggest misconception about belief. Belief
Hmm.
is feeling. You know, people don't understand that's a feeling. Belief is equated to your emotion. The belief is
Hmm.
how you feel about something, bro. So if you don't believe something, you can see it, you can reach for it, but if you don't believe you can attain it, you ain't gonna ever grab it, bro. So
Hmm.
that's the key thing to work on. Like even when they talk about manifestation, the formula they use
Hmm.
is trash because they missing the key aspect.
Yep.
That's how they
Yep.
keep you hooked and keep coming back. But the key aspect is belief. You how you feel about it. If you don't feel like you can have something or achieve something, you'll never get it, no matter how hard you work for it. My bad though. I ain't mean to cut
Yeah.
you off.
No, no. What you got to say, Gary?
Um, I mean, I agree with words that. I mean, if ain't like you, you have to understand that sometimes the greatest thing about move elevation is the fulfillment and the joy that you get from rising from the bottom. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
if you
Yep.
if you was a person that was to settle for less, you wouldn't even want to you wouldn't even want to move. You know what I mean? So the fact that you are still in the motion of elevating and moving up to get to that to the top of the hill is all the motivation that you need. One, like I said, once you stop that momentum, it's hard to get it back. That's the stagnation stages. Nobody wants that. As long as you keep your eye on the prize, right? That's why I just finished telling you. The race is given to the swift. It's not given to the swift nor the strong, but the endurance of a situation. Right? You could be strong but not have no speed, and you can be speedy with no strength. But if you combine it together, that's the endurance you need to get to the finish line. And you are growing in that every situation that you go through. A lot of the times people ask for, when people pray, they think God is going to give it to them instead of them being put in a position to see how much they really know how to use it or desire it or value it. Because if everything was given what you asked, you wouldn't enjoy it because you didn't have to do nothing to gain it. You see what I'm saying? So the test becomes a testimony because you have to go through it and succeed in the test. So that's why
Wow.
you are getting that's why you're getting the confirmation and not the validation. You don't need nobody to validate what you have to do.
That's
You just
fire.
want to
That's
confirm that
fire.
your effort is being on display and is working in your favor.
100%. And the funny thing is, right? I work in a corporate organization, and a lot of people are trying to outdo the next, right? For whatever reason, it could be money or reputation or just trying to mingle with the higher ups. I did not play any part of it, and the thing that makes me astonished is because I never asked for it, it's coming my way. And I'm seeing people who trampled over other people, other staff members, and they're watching me getting all this opportunity, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Just keep being you, bro. Just keep being you. Keep evolving.
Well,
That's
I'll
right. And
say this. I think Word just confirmed another situation for you. Excuse me. We was just talking about why you don't throw pearls in with the swine, right? You said the people are trampling over each other. They losing value. If you continue to be yourself, you don't have to elevate because your value is the only thing that's going to be seen because you're not being trampled on. So Word already has confirmed the situation that you're going through before you even told him. That's why he's the Word. Shout out to the Word.
shout out to the word.
I'm about to get on my Nate. New name alert. Wordstradamus.
Word, yeah, I like that
I'm
one.
going to HR. Going to HR. Be there in the morning.
New name alert. Wordstradamus.
Jason, what's going on, Jason?
What up, Jay? But no, well, the key component is you just keep developing the right skills. You keep developing the right attitude. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop you, bro. Build yourself up to what you desire. You know, a lot of those people trampling over each other, bro, they using other people's momentum to elevate themselves. So they gonna always need somebody to make them look good. They gonna always need somebody to look bad to make them look good when you can just be you.
Yeah,
That's what I learned in life, bro. Like that's why I never hoist myself up off of on someone else's purpose. You know, I don't kick people when
Mm,
they're down. You know, 'cause I never need nobody to elevate me. I can just do it myself. I can just put the work in. That's what I'm accustomed to. People,
Hmm.
people who use other people, they will always need somebody to use. So those
Hmm.
people will be, while they in the midst of trampling over each other, you just being you. You just doing you. That's why you rising above them so quick.
Word. I think that's I don't know. I think that's what I'm scared of, basically, right? Um. So, the future. I don't know what the future looks like for me. Basically, you know. Um. I I am in a weird position because I can keep doing my thing, and I'm seeing good prospects and whatnot. But I still have a lot of work to do in that sense. And the best way to say it is uh, uh, I'm ready to, go. As in, if I should die tomorrow, I'll be happy, right? I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know.
And
Can
that's the
you?
beautiful. That's the beautiful thing, man. Because you get to write it. You got a blank canvas, man. You
Right.
can draw your own picture, bro. How you want it to look and everything. You know. So that's a beautiful thing. People think the glass half empty is a bad thing. No, it just leaves room for you, for your own personal potential. For what you might want to mix up the drink or something. You might want some sugar water. You might want some Kool Aid in it. So you got the opportunity. Don't be afraid because you don't know how it looks. Be excited because you can design it. It's just the way you look at
Mm.
it. And don't say you got a lot of work. Just say I'm in progress. Just change them words up. Just change those concepts. I'm in progress, man. So it's
How
not a
do you
lot
do
of work
that?
I got to do. Just by saying it. Say it enough, and you'll believe it, bro. Say it enough to yourself.
I am, I shall, I will. Right? Those are the affirmation words. And the fact that you shouldn't, the fact that you're not saying it's creating the fear for you, right? You have to say that because you got the keys. You control your destiny. Words say you got the canvas to write it, right? You got the canvas. I'm gonna just say it another way. You shouldn't fear what you control. You
Mm.
fear the uncontrolled because you don't know but
Mm.
if you can write your own story, there's nothing to fear. You control it. You can edit it, you can erase it, you can stop it before it even goes to print. You have to stop your excitement from becoming a worryation. I think
Mm.
that's what's happening with you. You're so excited that you become worried because it's, oh my gosh, it's too much. That's funny
Yeah.
because I think me and Word was having a conversation before, and we was talking about anxiety. I said, Word, sometimes good anxiety could lead to a bad result. I think that's what's happening with you.
Mhm.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you this too.
Yeah.
When you say you got
Exactly.
prospects,
Exactly.
what do you mean by prospects?
Prospects. So uh, the company has ideas for me um, in where they want me to go within the company, right? So the company is doing a lot of changes now, basically, and I'm one of many, basically. So we are a new generation, the face of this company, basically. Um, yeah, just like that. And I don't like corporate people. I hate ego people. I hate people that lead by pride, and it's not me. And it's like uh, I gotta be in the jungle fighting but I don't wish to fight nobody and just showcase talent, basically. You know.
So at first when you said prospect, I thought you was talking about kids. I was about to say, oh, still got some prospects on deck. Got a little money over here. But no, so even that, right? Like
Yeah.
I was in that position a couple times. But what I did was, like when you said I'm one of many, I just look at it as opportunity. What can I do to stand out? And usually what you can do to stand out is be more effective and efficient in whatever you're doing. So that's why I said just keep evolving and developing skills. They sending you out to that conference, soak it up, be a sponge, bro. When you go there, you don't know nothing. You don't even know your name, bro. Soak everything up. Learn it the way they teach you, and then that way you can learn how to manipulate it and make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? But learn it the way they teach you, so you understand the mechanics of it, and then you make it work for you. I didn't like the corporate thing, but even when I got into real estate, I pivoted myself in a position where I was sitting with the big wig. I'm sitting in the
Yeah.
jets. I'm going to meet Gary Keller at his ranch. I'm doing all that stuff. But I pivoted and positioned myself, and I was doing things other people wasn't doing. So I was unique, but I built myself that way. I acquired skills
Mm-hmm.
that people thought was useless, but I acquired them and I combined them and used them in a unique way. And people was like, damn. So people start, a lot of real estate agents start going to get their life insurance license. Why? Because after you sell a house, guess what? Now this newlywed, hey, shit happen in life. Y'all just bought this new house, so if the breadwinner die, then you lose everything. So why not get a term life insurance policy to cover the house? So if the person died, the house is paid for. Sure.
Right.
Yep. Double dip, and then I went. And before that, I got my inspector. Well, I had my builder's license, so not only was I'm selling houses, but I can inspect it too. So I was just making money, bro. But that's what made me unique. Like, oh, he an agent and he can inspect the house. So as he's walking me through the house, he can point. Yeah, I want him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the company chose one employee from each state um, um, that were recognized to be pretty good for the future of the company, right? And I don't know how I feel about that.
Hold
What
on,
do you
say that
mean?
one more time. Yeah.
Yeah, the company had chosen one employee from each state in Australia to represent the company on the future prospects to keep the company up, and I should be proud about it. But I don't know how I feel about
Why don't you know how you feel?
Oh, that's what Commander said. Ask the why.
That's the prodigy. Commander's new nickname is the prodigy, man.
it. Um, because it's very competitive, right? It's very competitive, and with me, I just like to showcase our talent, showcase who I am, but I don't wish to compete with nobody, basically,
So
right?
I'm
Like if you want
gonna
that
say,
top position, if you want that top position, you take it then. If you're if you're like that, then you take it. I'll give it to you. This is how I feel.
yeah, brother, I'm gonna tell you like this. You've been competing your whole life, ever since you was a little sperm, bro. You had to compete to get to the egg. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be competing your whole life. but you don't have to compete the way other people compete, bro. You can just, like you said, showcase your skills. The best man wins. You don't have to go at these people. Just look. I mean, if they coming at you, just realize this, bro. That you a threat. If people start
Yeah.
coming at you, realize that you're the threat. Okay, so now you don't need to focus on them. You just need to be better at what you're already doing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So make people. I don't compete with people, but people compete with me all the time. But me competing with them will actually lower my. If I start competing with people, then I'm doing myself a dishonor.
You coming out of
I'm
character.
doing. Yeah, but
But
it's not. Yeah, it's like this. Cause competing with them, that means I gotta. If I compete with myself, I'm gonna continue elevating. I'm gonna be better than I was yesterday, today. If I compete with somebody else, then that's gonna limit my progression. That's just go
Right.
simple. That's so simply limitless.
that's
Yeah, brother, appreciate you, brother. Hold on, let me hit this real quick.
Work out the money, work out the juice. 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 Work out the money, work out the juice.
It really gave my man an ear infection.
Hey, that's
Ozzy is a
cancer.
I
nut,
think
bro.
that's a bad thing.
Ozzy is a nut, man. Appreciate
No.
you,
Hey,
bro. Appreciate you.
hey, Gary and Word. You're lifting my spirits up. I kind of feel down today. Um, but
This is
yeah, I just got to
divine.
keep looking forward.
This is
What you say,
divine
Gary?
because I said this is divine, and I'm gonna explain why. You said you don't like. I think you said you don't like corporate because they're the opposite of you, but they chose
Yep.
you don't even understand that you're competing and don't even understand that you're competing at this very moment. You're competing to bring
Mhm.
balance into the corporate side of things. That's why they chose you.
Mhm.
This is why you have to
Wow.
continue to be yourself. Because if you
Mhm.
bring that balance, like I said, you can't be trampled on because your balance, who you are, it brings an aura out of you that can't be disturbed, so to speak, as long as you continue to be yourself, right?
Mhm.
So once you understand that, you already know that you're on the rise, and then very
Yep.
soon you're going to be the occasion to be risen to, that people's going to have to
Mhm.
elevate to you. So it's not about if you don't want to be the head dog. It doesn't matter
Mhm.
because the balance makes you the head dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like the
Mhm.
balance that you are bringing, it allows you to elevate into this person that you're supposed to be. So this is all divine. This is all meant to be.
Mhm.
And you're learning a lesson behind it. It's showing you that you can be who you are, bring balance, and also, you know, showcase whatever it is that you wanted to showcase at the same time. You got to stop fighting yourself and allow yourself to be who you're supposed to be. Your battle's within, not outside.
Mhm.
Stop
You're
fighting
right.
yourself.
You're right. You're right.
And,
You're right.
and,
You're so
and
right, Gary.
anytime you feel like that, bring your ass over to the nine. That's what we do, bro. We try it, man. We lift one another up, man. Cause Bro, I be having bad days and coming on here, y'all don't even know. Just having conversations. Yo, I'll be good, man. That's what we're supposed to do for one another too. Encourage, motivate, inspire, educate, and we gonna have fun while we doing it. That's just the way of the nine, right? That's what we do, bro. But nah, keep
Hey,
yeah, don't worry
yeah,
about that
I feel,
competition, bro.
yeah, I feel kind of stupid for feeling like this. Hey,
Nah,
it's
nah, don't
stupid.
feel
No,
Hey,
don't
stupid.
feel that way. That's no, that's the thing, right? That's what doubt do. That's why word tell you stop believing, because believing it leaves room for doubt. Once you know, there's no room for doubt. You know, it's nothing else to talk about. If you know the sky is blue, you ain't gotta doubt that the sky is blue. If you know who you are, you don't have to doubt who you are. But as long as you leave that little inkling of doubt, that's when
mm-hmm,
beliefs start kicking in. I don't understand why I'm feeling
mm-hmm.
this way. I don't think I belong here. I don't think I can be with one of these guys. You think you competing? All you doing is being yourself. They're competing with you, like Word would say. You're not competing.
Hey,
You're just there. They're competing with you. It's a difference.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hey, the funny thing is, right? Uh, just to bring it back to number nine, life path number nine. Can you see the screen? Where it is showing?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's literally me. Literally me. Um, being a humanitarian, a lot of people flock to me, right? A lot of people come to me and asking for advice or whatever, or for help. And I'm always there for everybody, basically. And yeah, I have a
No,
lot of
look at some of
weaknesses.
the weak. Yeah, look at some of the weaknesses of the nine.
Hmm.
Suffering and
Yeah.
sacrificing. You gotta be careful of those two. Fucking around with that nine, boy. You gotta be careful of
Hmm.
those. Suffering and sacrificing, bro. I'm a 33 and I do that shit off both of them. Suffer and sacrifice. That's the uniqueness about the 33. Not only
Yep.
do we embody all three master numbers, but we embody the 9, 6,
That's
and the
right.
3 too.
And that goes the same with number nines, right? If you look at life
Hmm.
path numbers, 1 through 9, it's like school of thoughts. Year
Hmm.
1, year 2, year 3. Number 9 is about completion, right? I've been through in 1, I've been through 2, I've been through 3, 4, and so forth. And yeah, the master numbers are the professors of these numbers.
Oh shit, my daughter woke up. I knew I heard something. What's she doing, little mama? Hmm? You want to change your diaper? Yeah. She put me up. Get off the table. Come on, little spider monkey. Why you climbing on the table? Come change the diaper. Why you wake up? Is your diaper?
So what's your life number again?
I'm a
You
9.
know. Oh, move another button back. I'm gonna change the diaper. My dog is like a diaper alerter. Every time he sniff, well, she sniff her butt, I know she need diaper change.
Oh,
That's
so
a
we talking
sleep.
about you then.
Commander a 9 too.
Yeah, I studied all the life path numbers years ago. That's when I was super like spiritual in a sense, right? Um, I try and heal people through words, and I got to get my game back up, because life takes a toll on you, right? You can have work life, but it's hard to balance spiritual life, right? Because what the soul wants is very different from what the world wants,
Flesh.
right? Yeah, and balancing the two is very hard. Because the corporate office, you gotta be what, like a lion, basically. And I feel I don't need to be a lion in a sense, right? I just like to showcase me, basically. And I hate, there's in my so what I've been doing is I've been looking at people's birth dates, and I've been trying to break it down to a life path number 9, or life path in general. And a lot of people are ones in corporate offices.
Mm-hmm.
That's so shocking. That's so shocking, right? A
Mm-hmm.
lot of ones thrive in the corporate world. And yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of ones in corporate. Where's the Bubba?
They say
I'll
one is the
quickly jump.
loneliest number.
Well, it's full.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
full.
So is number 9 as well. Do you know much about the tarot cards?
No.
No,
My
not no.
sister do. My
Oh,
sister
really?
do
Yeah.
character. My
I,
wife double and dabble with them. She don't really do it professionally, but she
yep.
double and dabble with them.
Yeah. You can associate the tarot cards, the major arcanas, to astrology.
Mm.
And if you look at the tarot deck, um, 1 through 9, the number 9 in the tarot deck is the Hermit, and the Hermit is always by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to look at the ninth card in the tarot deck, word, pull it up if you
Hmm?
want. It's usually number 9 is a loner, basically. And that's
Mm.
the number before completion. So after 9 are the master numbers: 11, 22, 33. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my next stage.
Mhm.
All I know is this: that sometimes you're gonna attract what you don't, those that are not for you, right? You're gonna attract, you don't like a 33, they attract those that are not, damn, I don't even want to say it like that, but we attract those that are not well, right? If you look at the story of Jesus, Jesus don't he tells you, I don't come here for the well people. I come here for
Mhm.
those that are not well. If your
Mm,
soul is saved,
mm,
he's not for you. He's not looking for you, right? Just like on the negative side, right? The devil ain't gonna work for what he already has. He's working for what he don't have. It's the same thing. That's the balance. That's who you are. You are a balance. That's why this thing with the job is happening the way it's happening. You're the balance.
Right.
You're the
My
yang to the
my
yang.
my translator up here.
Hey, the
Huh?
word. Thanks for having me up. Thanks for having me up, my man. I've only got about a half
Always,
an hour.
brother.
I promised Mrs. Markin that I'll watch a TV show with her tonight. So I've only got about a half an hour, and it's possible I'm going to be a bit antagonistic to some of the concepts. I'm not sure, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Just because you see, like I called myself 1111 because Mrs. Markin's a big proponent of angel numbers. Is that what they're called? Is that 4 numbers in a row?
No, it's just 444 or 1111 or 333.
Yeah, so and to be honest, I've never understood it. I used to have a bookkeeping business, and I noticed that certain numbers occur at certain times, and I come to the conclusion that was just an artifact of the fact that numbers reoccur. I couldn't figure out how to attach them to meaningful ways to choose directions in life. So I guess I've come more as a student than as having something to say, if that makes sense.
Yeah, good on you, Kieran. Honestly, it's very easy to dismiss it. Super easy.
I think the main argument against it would be, if I can play the devil's advocate against your position, the main argument against it would be that, which I've heard before, we are pattern recognition machines, and we tend to fall on the side of observer bias. So it's a bit like when you want to buy a car and you look around and you find a model and a make that you like. All of a sudden, for the next 3 weeks, you see them everywhere. And yet before that, you'd never even noticed they were around. So that's the argument against it, would be that what's happening is you're seeing patterns, but there must be something in you that makes that pattern important. I remember one time I was talking to my son. Yes, I was talking to my son about making decisions, and he gave me some good advice. He said, if you have to make a decision and you can't work it out, he said, flip a coin and then pay attention to what you're hoping lands, heads or tails. And then don't worry about what lands, because what you're hoping lands is the thing that you're actually drawn for. And so I wonder, and I don't mean to discredit what you guys are doing, I'm just grappling with it myself, trying to poke holes in it and see if they can stand up to that kind of critique.
Yeah, you're using the logical mind to understand.
Yes,
and
that's true.
The logical mind don't understand what the subconscious understands, right?
Yes.
And it's
Actually,
language.
Yeah, Stoic, I'm with you on that. I think the larger part of us is driven by the non-logical mind. Not to discredit logic, but I agree with you. I agree with you. There is a theory in psychology. There's one particular theory I studied. Reason as a subset of psychology, and there were some guys who came up with an interesting concept. Was that I don't think they're quite right, but they said one possible purpose for reason is so that we can explain to ourselves why we make the decisions we've already made.
Yeah, the answer always comes later, right?
Mm-hmm.
The decision is the act. The answer you get later.
Yes, correct. So I once thought of this analogy, or maybe I made it a parable, which was, say there's a guy or say a woman for some reason. So this woman wanted to buy a car, and she made a spreadsheet to compare. She had all the factors, like safety, looks. Is
that Commander?
Okay. Let's say Commander wanted to buy a car. Right? Yeah. Let's say Commander. So Commander Alpha Turkey was looking for a new car, and she couldn't decide on various models, and so she made a spreadsheet, and she had it weighted. So it had color, it had looks, it had safety, it had economy, all these factors. And she weighted them, looks is worth 2, safety's worth 5. And she did a matrix thing, and she could cross-reference and come up with a number that would tell her the car she wanted. And then one day, this one time at Bandcamp, she found the perfect car in a parking lot at the right price. It ticked all the boxes, but she just couldn't buy it. The salesman was charming. He gave her a discount. He's going to throw in a full tank of petrol. He asked her on a date. He was even nice, like it was all cool. It was the perfect scenario, but she could not buy that car. And she walked away and thought, why didn't I buy it? And later she bought a different car. And about a month later, it dawned on her. The car was racing green, and she had a teacher in high school who was really mean to her all the time. And that teacher drove a car that was racing green. And she could not wake up every morning and walk out the door and look at this new car she bought and be reminded of her experience in high school. So I think that's something where emotion trumps reason. But then you find, but does that make sense at all?
Kinder. But it's hard to. Your example is kind of a little bit off, right? Because when we're talking about when we're talking about messages relating to numbers, right? It's illogical, right? So choosing a car that's green or red, that's a mind, right? But it's more than that. It's higher than that.
Okay, I was talking about past influences that drive decisions, and you're talking about like a metaphysical pull towards decisions. Would that be a fair way of putting it?
Yes.
Right, gotcha.
Look, the thing is, we're looking for meaning through patterns, right? We're looking for meaning through illogical patterns, right? The mind don't understand what the subconscious understands, right? But it's very mediocre if you're having to choose like a car or whatnot. It's very mediocre, and that's where the mind comes in, right? It kind of disrupts it basically.
Well, why is it mediocre?
Because it's black and white. So to choose this car over this one, there's nothing meaningful in that.
Okay, that's interesting. So where's the threshold for a decision that's meaningful? So let me sort of break that down if I can and try and think it through. If I wake up in the morning and I think, should I wear thick socks or thin socks? That's not really a meaningful decision. Okay, so if I let's lift the ante quite a bit. Should I go and see my parents-in-law on Sunday and catch up and see how they're doing, or do I feel like I really don't really feel like seeing them right now? I'd rather stay home. Is it less mediocre than choosing your socks?
No, it's still mediocre.
It's still mediocre. Okay. What about if I was offered a job, but I had to move state, and my wife wants to stay in this state, but I think moving to that would be a better choice for our family? Is that getting to the level of meaningful, or is it still mediocre?
That's a big life decision. So what would you associate a pattern to that? What would you see in the world? So the world speaks to you, right? If you don't have the eyes, you won't see it, right? So the world does speak to you in patterns, in images, pictures, numbers, right? This way. So maybe you saw a picture or a place which is close by where you have to move, right? And then it makes you feel a type of way. right? You can see yourself in that, basically.
Actually, you jeepers, that's really interesting. About
I
4
can
years ago.
elaborate.
No, it's
Oh,
okay. I'm
please.
going to relate. Yeah, I'm going to relate to it. About 4 years ago, this is really interesting. About 4 years ago, I was in a pretty bad place. You know, I was a bit down and out, and I didn't know what the future held. And it was, I was on my own for the most part. It was pretty tough. And I met this woman, and we decided.
Okay.
I knew her for 2 weeks. Literally knew her for 2 weeks. And she said, "Hey, do you want to like sell everything and get in the caravan and drive around the country for, I don't know, as long as it takes, and find somewhere else to live, just open ended, and see what the future brings?" And I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And she had showed me photos of a town that she had been to. It had some meaning to her at the time. I hadn't been to the town. I had heard of it. She showed me, just based on a few photos, I thought to myself, I'm going to live there. I just know it. I'm going to live there. And we took off for a year, traveled around the country, saw all these different towns, eventually ended up in that town. We ended up half an hour outside that town. She eventually left. I was there on my own, still doing it really tough, trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. But guess where I live now with my new wife? I live in that, like, no, not a word of a lie, I live in that town. I had seen a couple of photos, and straight away I thought to myself, that's where I'm going to live. And trust me, yeah, go on.
That's very beautiful, and it's those type of experiences that kind of shows you what you think may not be right, but the answers is kind of always out there in your daily affairs, right? So you are happy now, right?
Very.
Very. And were you logical about it, or were you?
I was completely illogical.
Let's say what it is.
I was completely
that's the thing.
illogical. I jumped in a caravan with a woman who I met for 2 weeks, and took off around the country in an 18-foot caravan. Had no idea who it turned out she was I don't like to throw around my ex was crazy. That's a bit of low-hanging fruit. But I did a bit of research, and narcissism kind of explains a lot of behaviour which I endured during that period. But yes, it was completely illogical. And to be honest with you, Stoic, I came up to be antagonistic, but you fucked me up, bro. Because
I didn't mean to. Hey, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, well, that's now that I can extrapolate that. One thing I did do was maintain myself throughout that, right? So I can say I maintained my own integrity through the entire thing. She had a one-sided dynamic. If I had have met her where she was, we would have been in a very toxic relationship. But I never met her there. I always stayed true to who I was. And what happened in the end was she just fucked off. And she couldn't even work out why she left. She was asking me, "Why am I leaving?" I said, "I've got no fucking idea, love. I'm just still here. I'm just still here being me." And then, of course, a little later, she tried to come back, and that's when we got to the pointy end. She tried to come back, and I just said, "I'm sorry, darling. No, that's you left."
Kieran, after listening to that, that's very beautiful, and you are making me reflect. And I would say this: there's a lot of struggles I had went through life, and there are a lot of messages for me to better that. And you can only know the answer looking back at life and looking out for what you missed out, basically. So, yeah, that's a beautiful story. And me looking back, I've missed out on so much because I didn't see it. And it's all illogical. There's no way of knowing using the brain.
No, there's not. I think it's, but in my experience, because I was quite a, what do you call it, hesitant. I was quite a hesitant teenager. Look, it's kind of weird.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Can I
Yeah,
make
I
it a
think-
little? Can I make it a little
bro,
bit
please.
logical, real quick?
Yeah,
So,
please.
like, just listening to your story, it sounded like when you was it fear involved when you got into the caravan and travel?
Was it fearful?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Gotta be.
You know the funny thing, I can truthfully say no, and well, you know, the week before we left, I developed shingles, so you know maybe some part of me was was scared, but I can only say it was an act of faith, and that faith kind of overcame the fear. I just thought I'll be right, and like trust me, I was in a town called Houghton, which was like, I don't know, 3,500 kilometres away from anybody I knew, right out the back of the Western Australian south coast. And this woman was like, oh, I was losing my mind, and I had no money. I was flat broke, and I thought to myself, how am I going to get back home? Like this is hopeless. But I thought, okay, well, it's that option's hopeless. Well, I'll stay and I'll keep trying to work it out. And for that year and a half, I just tried to work it out, tried to stay true. And look, I had times where I was stressed and times where I didn't know what the future holds. But for some reason, I just had faith. It's going to be right. It's going to be all right. I think. Which, if I say, I'm not trying to sound solipsistic. It's not really about me. I just had a view that if you believe in the right thing, even if you don't entirely know what the right thing is, but you have a sense that I'm just trying to do the right thing, I just had that faith that you'll be okay. It'll turn around. It'll come good. And boys, it came good to me. It came good to me in spades that I can't explain to you. Like I can't explain. And
so a lot of times the way we look at life is through perception, right? But those perceptions, they have lenses, and those lenses are different emotions. And a lot of times we view things through a lens of fear, and that prevents us from doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you had a lens of faith. Even though it might have been scary, you was able to see past that and see the potential. So,
yes, see the potential. Yes.
Yeah.
But
so
also,
I'm sorry.
Go
Go
on.
ahead.
No, you go, bro. You go.
No, but having that faith, you can see beyond the anxiety, the fear, the anger, all those lower emotions that prevent us from moving forward. With faith, you can see past that and keep moving. Even though you can't see the path clearly, you just know it's a path. You just know it's enough of road that you can travel on. You know it ain't no mountain, no edge cliff, but with those other emotions, so that's all perception, the way we tend to look at things. And
well, the other thing is,
go ahead.
Sorry, Word. No, thanks, Word. You're kind of making me think of a couple of tangential things that go along with that. The other is, there's two. Don't be afraid of hard work. Like you take a leap of faith. You might have to work, man. You might go from being a professional to being a toilet cleaner. But if you're on the right path, it don't fucking matter, right? Get up and clean those toilets and do it well. Do it well, right? And then the other is gratitude, right? So I read about I've read a few books about the atrocities of the 20th century, and I read Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, and I read another one about the Russian gold mines in Kolyov, which the communists were sending all the workers off to. Bro, you read that stuff, and how dare you be ungrateful, right? I'm cleaning toilets. I'm 45 cleaning toilets, and I'm going home to a meal and a bed. Bro, I'm one of the luckiest men in the world. You look at the history of the world. You look at the entire history of mankind. If I had a barrel and in it was a piece of paper with every single person who ever lived in the human race, and you could put your arm in and pull one out randomly and change places with them, bro, there's no way. So the other aspect that kept me going, because gratitude is a defense. Gratitude's a defense against pride, right? So I've had situations where I've gone from working in an office to applying for jobs at Domino's Pizza to be a delivery man at 40 years old, right? Am I going to be ungrateful? Am I going to, right? No, well, my pride's going to get hurt unless I think about those poor bastards in the Kolyov gold mines. And I go, bro, those guys would have prayed to have an opportunity to work at Domino's Pizza doing delivery, right? Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
And situations like that too, Ozzy, what it made me think of is preparing yourself. Like you said, you went from an office building to Domino's, but that's a humbling experience, right? And that experience can give you a whole nother level of humility. So now when you get in the better position, you develop a level of humility that you might need to be successful in the position that you're in. Life only prepares us for life, bro. The experiences of life, it only prepares us for the next stage. So a lot of times we look at things as taking a step back when it's really preparing us to take a leap forward. Because there was times where I thought, I went back, oh, this is a step back, but it was actually preparing me for my next adventure. It gave me the proper tools and the skills I needed to be successful in my next venture. And when I began to look at life like that, it like everything changed, bro. Like even what I'm doing now on this, for years, it's like, why the hell am I studying religion and philosophy and I'm an insurance salesman? I'm a real estate agent. I'm an anesthesia assistant. All that was preparing me for what I'm doing now. I didn't know I'd be doing this, but all that acquired information, I'm able to utilize it now. But if I didn't have it, then I wouldn't be doing this.
No, it's true, bro. I think you develop a bunch of skills like for example, like where I'm at now, I've done a whole bunch of different things in my life, all different levels of stuff. And what I'm doing now, I'm working part-time in a Stoic. Is Stoic leaving? He's dropped off, but he's dropped a big 50.
Holy shit. Hold on, bro.
Work out the money, work out the juice. 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 Work out the money, work out the juice.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. I hope that wasn't a mistake because I can't send that back. I can't send super chats back. I can send cash
No
apps back.
mistake.
I
No
appreciate
mistake.
that. I appreciate that. I got to make a video for Stoic now. I think Stoic just you. I know you the top. So what I'm doing now too, because I appreciate y'all donating. All my top donators, I'm gonna make y'all own video for when y'all donate. So whoever the top donator for that month, go get that video. So I got Blackout and I got you.
That's what's up.
Appreciate
That's
that.
what's up.
Hey, Kieran.
Hey, Kool-Aid
Thanks for
coming on my
sharing.
number.
I'll say it again, mate.
All right. No, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing.
Any time, my man. Anytime.
Yeah. My bad word.
Oh no, you good. I was just saying when I seen it, I was drinking some Kool-Aid and it came out my nose like that's pink. Hold on, man, that's pink. I ain't had one of those in over a year.
Hey, that's no mistake.
We doing something right, people. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it.
Yeah, we're doing something. We're doing something right. I've got to.
That was a beautiful moment.
And see, and let me associate this real quick too to what Kay was saying. Like, so even like the 9%, right? When we talking about the numbers, oh man, it's not on here no more. Yes, it is. So when I was creating this, I was telling them earlier, I wanted it not only a name for a group of individuals, but I wanted it to personify something. And what my whole intention was coming on here was self-development. So I started thinking of ways, how can I help people while I'm helping myself, And when I was thinking of the name, I came up with 9%. I do gematria. I mean, not gematria, geomancy. So it's similar to numerology. It's just, I ain't gonna bore y'all with it, but it just, it involves like the earth, like the natural elements and stuff. So just understanding what the 9 meant and geomancy. Hold on, let me show you. Where is it at? The awakening, through life experiences, the number 9 has learned the value and the magnitude of inner wisdom, and now position a lot of me, but I wanted people like me, and learning from my life experiences, that's what I had to share. But it was actually learning from those experiences, not just experiencing life, but extracting the lessons that the experience had to offer. And in doing so, in real life, like the kids I mentor, I was able to direct people in different directions. And it took a lot of the different aspects of the 9 to do that, which are, being kind. I'm a leader wise to the other people, but compassionate, accepting, humanitarian. Those are a lot of the aspects I wanted to personify on my channel with a group of people, like-minded, like-hearted people. So like just abiding to, I'm not gonna say abiding, but just by embodying these different traits, like it's in some people and it's not. But these are all aspects that I have within me that I naturally do. So like just me, myself, personifying these traits that's associated to this number, I was able to find other people who embodied the same thing. Like Gary, Stoic, even you, if you want to admit it or not, you
No, I
embody a
got you,
lot
bro.
of these. You know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
respond to. Yeah, I can respond to that by saying, again, you guys are fucking me up. I'm God. Anyway, so you're kind of making me think. There was something I realised at one point. I'll start at the end. The end is if you've got if somebody had a problem. Okay, I'll pick someone. So like Word. Okay, just so it's like it's got a person to talk to. I could say if you've got a problem with me, the problem is in you, not me, because I'm chill, right? So the idea is, and I kind of realized, if you can keep yourself still and keep yourself dispassionate, you become a mirror. And that really freaks people out, because they start to see themselves and they start to project, and then it becomes really interesting. So if I come to an interaction with an individual, and deep in my heart and my soul and my body, I've got no agenda. I'm still. I'm just kind of calm, and I'm just, listening and talking and doing all that. If there's a negative, call it a vibe, for want of a better word, it ain't coming from me. So that means it's coming from you, right? So if I'm the still pool and there's ripples in my pool, it means you threw a rock in, not me. Now I've learned with experience and age how to play with that. So I could also, confront. I can also, I got kicked off a panel the other night for. Well, I won't go into it, but I'll be welcome back eventually. I can I can poke and I can play on the surface, but what did the Buddha say? Like the storm happens on the surface, but down underneath the water, it's still calm. So I've been learning through my online interactions how to play in the storm, but down deep underneath, it's calm, bro. And that calm is what you're saying here about self-awareness. And I'm going through your list. Be kind. Yeah. Why not? Be wise. Wise comes with experience and age. It really does. And I think what we lack in the modern world is a respect for wisdom. Like most of the panels I go on, I'm probably 15 years older than the oldest person there, with a few exceptions. So I think wisdom and experience go hand in hand. Spiritual, we all know about. Now, sacrificial is interesting. That's an interesting one. That's what sacrificial could be. I really want to do this, but my daughter needs this, and therefore I can't do that because I've got to do it. I've got to be around to do this for my daughter. But sacrificial is also, I used to be in office, and now I'm applying for jobs at Domino's because I have to maintain some level of involvement in the world. I can't just be resentful and drop out. That's a sacrifice. It's sacrificing your pride.
I was about to say that, and sometimes even your time. Like I sacrifice time sometimes, bro. Like I get a couple hours of sleep. I be on here rocking with y'all, and then I gotta pop right back up, do my business, and then my kids, So, but is I look at it. I don't like the word sacrifice. I use investment, because if I'm on here talking for 4 hours and I can impact somebody, it's an investment to me. I help somebody, so that's more of an investment. But yeah, bro, that's like this is dope and it's amazing.
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, let me jump in. Let's bridge. Kieran, what you said was so good, and you too were. And there are certain words that awaken the spirit, right? So life is just not the world, but it is spiritual, like you said, Kieran, right? And life itself is a parable, right?
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Definitely. And the best thing about the internet is this, right? We cannot connect on a physical basis, on a worldly basis, but we can connect as a spiritual basis, right? And that's what the internet is, right? So when we talk about energy and being attracted to certain frequencies, we're doing that very thing. And crazy.
That's true, but don't write off the idea that we might meet one day and have a beer. You never know. We're on the same continent.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, when I pull up in Australia, y'all gonna know it's gonna be the only blind black man. I'm just
that'd be so cool.
people there.
That'd be so cool.
I hear Miss K cracking up. I did my job. It worked. I made a funny. I made Miss K laugh.
You did. Well done.
Hey, listen, fellas. I made a promise to Mrs. K that we'd watch some Netflix of her choice tonight. So
Isn't he a good husband?
I'm going to respect that promise.
Do you want to watch a movie? Hey, can I make a recommendation?
Yeah, do.
The movie is called Everywhere, Everything, All at Once.
That sounds pretty dope.
You are
Okay. Well, she's
watch
putting
it.
it in her
It's very
phone.
entertaining. Please.
Yep. She's putting it in her phone right now.
Everything, everywhere,
all at once.
all at once.
And I'll counter by recommending a book. Now, it's a heavy.
Okay.
If you get it on Audible, on an audio book, it's 26 hours, right? So I'm about halfway through it. I'm halfway through it. It's called The Master and His Emissary. It's about the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And
I was about to say, I
to
heard of that.
Yeah, McGilchrist is the author. The Master and Its Emissary. I've never heard a more nuanced outlook on the division of the brain. It is actually astounding. Like I said, I'm about halfway to 2/3 of the way through it. It's a 26-hour listen, so and it's really thick, so like rich. So you have to sort of listen to a bit, stop, listen to a bit more, stop, think about it. So we've exchanged our references, Stoic. The word thank you for having us on. It's been a wonderful panel. Gary, I'm sure you're there still listening. Commander Alpha Turkey, always good to... Oh, are you there? Commander Alpha Turkey, always good to see you, ma'am. And I hope you make a spreadsheet for that new car. I saw you in chat. Let us know what you get. Let us know what you get. All right, fellas.
Your Netflix and chill.
Yeah, thank you so much. Netflix and chill. The word he's being my wingman now. He's being my wingman, right?
Thanks,
Hey, look, before you completely log off, I just want you to watch this new drop of your boy. I made a new drop.
Let's do it.
Blank out.
No, a lot of these topics can be tied up in words. So, what's a deadbeat parent?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, so that's one thing. But then you can also say, so wait a second. So does that mean anyone can become a foster parent or whatever? Whole bunch of stuff you can try to put it in there, right? But
that sounds dumb. Who created that?
So what kind of parent are you talking about?
Every time you open up your mouth, you give away your ignorance.
Is this blood relation parent, or is this
Any parent? If you take on the responsibility of a parent, it can be a foster parent, it can be a step parent, any parent,
No, that's very, and it gets very confusing at that point because.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
If you're not going to distinguish, then you're inviting a whole bunch of other things that can come into play to the children, really, to the children. But go ahead.
Oh, hell no. No, I'm not touching that.
Bro, that beat was so sick, I almost lost track of the words.
I had to find a good beat to go with that because I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm listening to right now. Like, what kind of parent? Like, bro, like we talking about deadbeats. What you mean? What kind of parent? It's gonna get confusing. Yeah, you keep talking, we gonna get confused. All right.
Yeah, I just got to say though, man, that beat reminded me. It took me right back to watching the movie Birdman. Which, by the way, there's also a recommendation for you fellas. Go and watch Birdman if you haven't seen it. What's his name? Keating. Not Alex Keating. He was from Family. Michael Keating in Birdman.
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Birdman. Awesome movie. The soundtrack. I think it won an award. If it didn't, it should. It's Birdman. That's really something else. Anyway, fellas, I've trespassed too much on Mr. DeMarkin's time. I have to go.
Thank you, Miss Markin, for allowing us to kidnap Ozzy for a minute. We appreciate you.
We definitely appreciate y'all.
Yeah, she's calling out. Thank you. Okay, fellas, I'll talk to you real soon. Take care, hey?
All right. Yes,
have
you
a
too.
good one.
Enjoy your time. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Riders, talk to you soon, brother. Riders, what up, though? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. And we still got hold on, where'd she go? I seen her. She'll slip your punches. She's still rocking with us. Appreciate you, sis. I hope you, hey man, I hope you make this one of your new homes over here. You're more than welcome. You see that our chat is cool. You know, yeah, make yourself at home. You know, take your shoes off, get acquainted with the people. We good people, man, and we appreciate good energy. So yeah, make yourself at home. You know, one day maybe you can be a 9-2. I'm about to take a picture like Uncle Sam. I'm gonna get me a hat and say, "What can a 9 do for you?" Or "What can you do for the 9?" I don't know. I'm gonna do something like that. Yeah.
We gonna leave this right where it's at. Leave this
But
right where it's at.
This was a great conversation, man. Stoic showed up and showed out. I appreciate that. I was like, oh damn, I hope he ain't fuck up because I can't send a super chat back. But brother,
No. The conversation just got better and better and better. I think the conversation we had should spark something inside people, right? Certain words we use, certain parables. You know, we're not talking black and white here. And yeah, I really love it. I really love this conversation, and I feel so much better about myself now. If you remember, my energy was down bad.
That's, you know, that's one thing. Like I was telling Ozzy, man, that's is emotions, bro. The way we feel about things will give us the perception how we look at things. So a lot of times when we feel bad, all we will see is things through that lens. So sometimes it's just shifting that energy, you know, and sometimes you got to go to a place. Sometimes you go around certain people, you shift that energy and you're able to look at that same situation in a different light, you know. So that's why I always say care about how you feel at the end of my shows. That changed my life, bro. When I heard that and when I really grasped that concept, I promise you that changed my life, bro. Like I start caring. So when I felt bad, I made myself feel good because I know when I felt bad, the way I looked at the world, it wasn't conducive to me. So anytime I felt bad when I first started practicing, bro, I'm talking about anything that shift. Sometimes you go smoke a joint, you feel better.
I'm high now.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Whatever you can do whatever you can do to change the way you look at things, man, it's gonna give you the ability to make better decisions too. Because a lot of times we make bad decisions predicated upon the way we feel about the situation at that time. So you ever do something and then you felt some type of way, but then later on when you calm down, you look back like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. You did it impulsively.
Hey, so you say care about how you feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got to saying to myself, watch what you say to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you talk about feelings, there are words that we use to associate with it, to feel better about it, right? Like just cussing out feels good in that sense. So yeah, you should watch what you say to yourself because um so who do you think is listening when you talk to yourself?
Me?
And yeah,
My
exactly.
subconscious. My
Yeah,
subconscious.
Your conscious speaks to your soul and your spirit at the same time.
Beautiful.
It completes the balance of your personal trinity. I know people like to look at the trinity outside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your personal trinity, the mind, body, soul. The conscience feeds all of that. This is what Word has been trying to put out there for the longest period of time. So that's who it is talking to. It is talking to those two entities to combine it to become a well-working machine. That must occur.
Man, check this out. When I first started the 9, right, it was 3 of us. It was only 3 of us when I first started. And we came up with this concept, mind, body, and soul. So the first segment we did was adversity. And the concept was dope because I talked, we had somebody talk from how do you handle adversity from an emotional or soul aspect. Then I touched on how you handle it from a mental aspect. And then the next person talked about how to handle adversity through the physical aspect. And I think that's dope because we hit it on 3 different levels and it was 3 different solutions to get to one solution. But it's just the ways we handle it. Because what people don't understand when we experience things, like Gary was saying, we actually experience it on 3 different levels. And a lot of time that experience, because we're experiencing it on 3 different levels, it'll have confusion or conflict with one another. You can go through something and feel good about it, but when you think about it, you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So being able to handle adversity, but I'm gonna get back into that, and I'm gonna try to incorporate other people to talk from different aspects. But if I can't get that, then I'm gonna just do it myself. But I like that how that flowed and operated. I think that concept is dope, and I think it's beneficial and can help people because, like I said, a lot of times we experience things and we might even cut one aspect of it off. Sometimes people shut off the emotional aspect about how they experience or feel about something because they can't handle that, but they can handle the mental aspect of it. So, but then they tuck it away and bury it away, but eventually it'll resurface. That's how a lot of people, go through things and they can mentally get over it, but they never really emotionally get over it. And they just kind of hide it, and then one day something is triggered and it resurfaces. And because you mentally overcame it, you thought you was good, but you're really not because you never dealt with the the emotional or the spiritual aspect of it.
Gary.
Did he fall off?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't listen. I can't even tell you what just happened tonight. I mean, I can. I'm not trying to ruin the moment.
Beautiful.
Right?
No, say it.
No. It like I feel like closing. Like I really think the show. I think the live should end on this note. Right? We started off talking about the number 9. We read the meanings. We did all of those things. We got to personify the 9 throughout the entire night. Right? Even when Aussie came up here. And y'all had the conversation of logical and illogical. You have to understand those two brings balance. If we look at black and white, what does black and white make? Gray. Isn't those are the 3 colors of life that we always talk about? Things are always in black and white, but there's always a gray situation. That's balance. That's completion. That's what the 9 is about. That's what the number 9 is about. So, like I said, this show, if this is the only show that we got to hit the point of the whole message, the whole entire show, this is it. And I can't appreciate y'all even no more than I already appreciate you guys. But shout out to the creator of the topic. That's the word. Shout out to him.
Appreciate that. That made me feel like a Michael Jackson video. This is it. The one that is last thing is last move. I appreciate that though, y'all. Man, I try to bring topics, and I know I joke around, bro. That's just me. Y'all got to work with me. Polo tink tink. I enjoy life, man, and I want y'all to enjoy it too, especially when y'all around me. I want y'all to enjoy it too. So I don't want to be like a robot up here or be positive, self-development. I ain't trying to do all that, bro. I want to have fun while I'm doing it too. So, I know I get off, I go off the range at times, but that's just me, man. That's the beautiful part of me. My flaws actually showcase my beauty, man. So I appreciate y'all for even dealing with me. Y'all special too, just like me. Oh, my
it's very nice.
things.
So, word.
Oh no, I was just saying, oh y'all my polo tink tinks. That's all I was saying. What happened tonight?
That last 10 minutes of what you said was very awakening. This has been such a great stream, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, with this in my head, in my feelings, and I feel a lot better for the week. Right? I gotta work on Saturday, but I feel better about it. I was thinking about, should I cancel work Saturday? But I won't now.
Ain't nobody hearing us, so cut it out.
Yeah, true. I'll love you and leave you. I'll catch you on the next live.
I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate for the donation too, man. You really rocked out, man.
Appreciate what you brought tonight. Absolutely. You same way.
I appreciate it. Making sure I get a YouTube check. I appreciate the shit out of y'all, man. I made sure I get one. When I seen that shit, bro, I had Kool-Aid coming on my nose. I'm like, oh man, I can't fuck up. I'm like, I hope. I can't send that back, bro. See, I get scared first. Like, hold on, man. Am I seeing right? You know, my eye don't work right all the time.
No, I got one eye.
And there's only a half of that. There ain't even a full eye. I only got half of I got one half of an eye, bro. So,
God.
My polo tank. My polo tank.
Yo, that was a beautiful, yo. I'm telling you, this
this, like I said, this shows that the progress that's going on, the way this flow is going, man, is going in the right direction. And like, this is really the year to 9. This is the year to 9. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how to touch on it. I was, I'm sitting there listening to these two. He playing devil advocate, you stumping the devil advocate. But it just shows. It goes to show how completion and balance must coexist. If one is not there, the other won't work. And like I said, throughout the entire night, that's what was on display. Completion, balance. You can't ask for nothing better than that in the year to 9.
No, definitely can't. We had some new people come through. She'll slip a punch. Appreciate you, sis. Hope you come back. Like I said, that like, hit that notification bell. But no, this was an awesome stream. I wasn't even about to come on tonight, but I was like, the wife off tomorrow. I might not be on tomorrow. I don't know yet, but definitely had to pop up tonight. And yeah, I'm happy I did, man, because this was a great conversation. And like I said, you never know. You start talking about one thing and then you talk about something else, but it always come back to the main point. So, and that's because I got awesome people. But that's what life is, right? Life always has a way of putting us in cycles, and we start at one point thinking we diverged from the path and realized that we still on it. So that was dope. And I don't think I did nothing unscrupulous tonight, did I?
No, I don't think you had the chance to.
And Osha came through. Oh, how do you say her name?
Osha.
Okay. Let's make sure I said it right. She came through for a minute. Appreciate you. Y'all go check her out too. She'll be having some great conversations. We're gonna see if we can get her up on a panel one day. She's a female life coach and she got some interesting perspectives. So I think that'll be fun. Bouncing stuff off of her too. Another voice that should be heard. We can support her. Go over there and drop a 9. Let her know where you came from. Rap your city.
Riders, you missed everything. You got to catch the replay.
Yeah, we was tripping. I'm just playing. We weren't tripping. No, it was like it was like a lot of male bonding happening up here. Felt kind of weird for a minute.
No, it did not.
I thought we was going to start having knitting classes. It was a bunch of men up here expressing their emotions and feelings. I'm just playing.
As long as we ain't finger painting, I'm straight.
Right. Bunch of men up here finger painting cats and dogs.
But one thing that clip did say with Dub, words have, what do you say? Word has a lot of meaning, or word could mean a lot of things. These words tonight, it definitely had a lot of meaning. Not what he was talking about, what we was talking about.
I was about to say, bro, I made that clip. I listened to it a whole bunch of times, and I still don't know what the hell he was talking about.
Nah, I ain't talking about him. I just made that one little point. I mean a lot of things. It ties it up all together. That's exactly what we did tonight. We tied everything up together with some words. With the word. Shout out to the word.
Words with word. We'll have a new segment, Words with Word. Maybe I should get an app. Call it Words with Word.
Commander gonna get a new car. Or do you trying to speak it into existence?
Ozzy Petty, man. That's why he fit in over here. He was like, let me tell a parable. So imagine it was a girl with a spreadsheet about a car, like I was petty as hell, man. I love it. I couldn't do shit but laugh. And Stoic, like, are we talking about Commander?
Man said, "Oh snap! I gotta get a new car now." No, you speak English. You comprehend English. I told you, right? It's poquito español.
Man, I thought that, my eyes don't work. I thought that said no edibles and bagels. So I'm like, who the hell are eating edibles and bagels?
Let me get your ass on this.
Man, who the hell are eating edibles and bagels? They got edible bagels now. They probably do, bro. They probably somewhere somebody that made a damn edible bagel.
It's possible. They do it at everything else. But also shout out to the chat though, man. Shout out to the chat. The chat was on point. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that came through. You know, a lot of the times we tell y'all all the time though, we can't have a successful show without you guys. And you guys really came through with the questions and adding information and things like that. Y'all added to this conversation. Y'all take a bow as well. Nines and Nines affiliate, take a bow.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Y'all better tell me what to talk about next time I come live, or I'm gonna just come up here talking. So fair warning. I don't know what's gonna come on my mouth, so y'all better come up with something for me to talk about. Give me a point of focus, damn it. I'm just playing. I'm about to get off because I'm talking
stop
shit.
playing because Ryder said you better get off before she hit the link.
And
she
her and Rhea is gonna hit the link.
What up, Nine? Oh, Commander sleeps? Oh, Commander sleeps.
I thought she was just typing. I don't know. It's 4
That's
o'clock.
right.
Commander probably sleep. That's Commander's bedtime. It's 4.
Yeah, Commander sleeps. Oh, we talking about it now. Commander sleeps. You got to get up for HR. You got to go to HR. You was tripping earlier.
I had to get up at 9 o'clock. They want me to go goddamn Chuck E. Cheese at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like I want to hear a bunch of kids running around screaming at 9 in the morning.
You got to get up at 7. You need like 3 cups of coffee by then. Golly.
Man, I ain't getting up at no 7. I might just chill with. I might just have Chuck E. Cheese here with my daughter and tell her to take my son, and me and baby girl just sit here and tear the house up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, what you want to put in the freezer? Go ahead.
Let me get off here before. That was Gary's idea. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, well,
you missed word out here. Gary, what did you do? I did not.
Man, you know how hard it is to deal with my kids at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now you want me to go in the building with a bunch of screaming kids? Nah, I'm straight.
Oh my God. Oh man, that's hilarious.
That's too early in the morning. And see, look, I'm in Detroit. I ain't in New York. That's too damn early in the morning to be seeing a big ass rat walk around. 9 o'clock in the morning, big ass rat walking around. If I was in New York, that'd be normal.
Don't blame big city because that's normal for the city. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I know. I'm just saying, if I lived there, I'd be used to big ass rats walking around early in the morning. But I'm in Detroit. We don't see that shit.
Y'all got rabbit raccoons and possums.
Man, we got black squirrels, bro. We got squirrels wearing black Air Force Ones up here.
I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you. But once again, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panelists. Shout out to the hosts. What a live. I'm telling y'all, if y'all catching this on a replay, make sure y'all sit there through the whole thing. It may seem improbable. It's possible, and there's a lesson to the madness.
You'll get it. I promise.
Man, you gotta say that at the beginning, not at the very end. Ain't nobody gonna hear it at the end. They gonna listen
They
to the
gonna hear
first
it.
5 minutes. They gonna hear my
Nope,
crazy ass the first 5 minutes of the show and turn it off.
not at all. We thought
Mm-hmm.
that in the beginning. We just seen the chat light up even more. Yes, we had special chatters and first time chatters rather. You was rocking tonight.
Yeah, we had some fun, man. We had some fun. I still can't believe that dude took his damn. Well, this shit. I don't know, man. I ain't even about to talk about that. I don't want to have no damn nightmare. That shit look crazy.
We'll talk about that when you come back. We'll break that down. Behaviorism.
Yeah, word sleepy. You ain't lying, bro. I'm sitting
I'm
here
trying to get
trying to
him off
figure out. I'm trying to figure out where the damn cursor at. I can't find it. There you go.
Oh Lord.
Man, I couldn't find a
Chat,
cursor, bro.
y'all have a good one. My 33 brother, what up though? I'll holler at you later.
All right, bro. Yeah.
I'm signing off. Busting down, breaking down, taking off.
Bust it down, break it down. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody who rocked out tonight. Everybody who hit the panel. My 33 brother Gary. Who else hit the panel? Who else was up there? Stoic. My brother Ozzy. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Stoic and Ozzy for the donations, man. Stoic made Kool-Aid come out my nose, putting the pink bubble up there. Appreciate you, brother. And I'm drinking red Kool-Aid. So, yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to the new people who came through the chat. Shout out to Osha. Go check her out. Shout out to Slip Your Punch. Go check sis out. I don't know if she had a page, but I did share her link. You know, shout out to the one and only Minister of General Defense, Commander, always holding me down. Appreciate you, sis. Shout out to Rach. You know, that's my sis too, man. Love y'all, man. Dee was in the building. Didi's probably still here. She just chilling. Who else? Rudy. Shout out to Rudy, man. Shout out to my brother Bronze. Jason came through the Ghost Hunter. Yeah, I know I love the Australian people, man. Australia be holding us down over here, bro. Appreciate you. Missing Mod. Shout out to her crazy butt. Bond, the one and only. Bond was in the building. Miss Osha. She was in the building. Yeah, shout out to y'all. I'm just finding reasons to talk. Let me get my butt off here. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that share button. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.